so let's get back to this wonderful, amazing, awful, terrible game.
I'm so excited. I'm sweating my pants. Like I told you, no soldiers are showing up tonight. I know, but awesome.
Yay, confetti! Confetti. I had a good lunch. I don't know what he had.
Yeah, I had a good lunch. It was just a
Welcome
sandwich.
to Walmart's premier weapon shop.
I had... Well, it was actually technically a reheat. Whoa! Jesus.
Yeah, so my town is actually really close to an Air Force base, so what you heard was a jet just go up.
Oh, I thought that was thunder for a second. God dang.
Yeah, no, that was...
The... Is that a behemoth? That is a behemoth. I've lost my train of thought. So I made burgers last night, and I had a leftover one of that.
Ooh.
With tons and tons of fixings. Now, funny fact, when I went grocery shopping yesterday, they had no buns, so I had to have a tortilla burger. However, that actually worked out really well, so I don't really feel overly bad.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, it's okay. I get the Giganto tortillas. So it basically turned into a wrap at that point.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it was good.
If I can't get that money by morning...
Hey, Maverick. Oh, you're talking about the M16, yeah. Sorry. I figured you wouldn't be talking about us.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So let's go talk to Handjob Lady.
You're here. Good. I have everything I need to get started. Just one thing before we do. You're the Cloud, right? Cloud the Merc. I'm told you did a wonderful job helping the people of Sector 5. You have a very impressive work ethic. It's like they say, good things come to those who work. What goes around comes around, and in ways that might surprise you. I'm gonna put Aerith in the most gorgeous dress you've ever seen. It'll be a real jaw-dropper. All right, now that that's out of the way, once you...
No, I don't think Rax needs a dress. He's pretty as he is.
Thank you?
I couldn't do a dress. I'm too fat. Didn't you donate? Yeah, you did donate today. That's going towards Xenogears whether you like it or not.
change, you won't be able to leave town. Are you sure you're ready?
No. Why am I not... Okay, did I miss Cloud dressing up?
No.
Okay, it's because it's just been bothering me that I've gone through an entire side arc and done optional arena stuff, and it hasn't even mentioned the idea of Cloud dressing up yet. That hasn't even been addressed yet.
They really lengthened this section.
Jeez Louise.
Don't waste my time.
Oh, whoop. Actually, I meant to hit yes. I meant to hit yes. Sorry.
Like I said, what?
Yes.
All right then, let's get started. Beauty takes a lot of work and preparation. Far more than you'd know. In the meantime, let me think.
No, I am implying that I am fat and therefore would not work in a dress.
Experience the best of what this town has to offer.
Like, there's a difference between good fat and bad fat, okay? Like,
It's
just
more to do with this build than anything.
yeah, being real, I just have a really wonky body. I actually look deformed because of my fat.
Like you guys remember Hildebrand when he was in a dress? Yeah, that's about what that would look like.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good.
That really won't do.
Not interested.
Then maybe you can show the town what you have to offer instead. Which is to say, why don't you try putting those finely honed mercenary skills
Yeah, I don't know what to
of
think
yours
about
good
that,
use here
Callapalooza.
in Walmart. I have a few little requests that you might be able to help out with. I gave that hand extra special treatment. Now get out there and show me what you can do with it.
Yeah, okay, so...
And that's enough of that. Aerith, come with me.
What?
Boy, I can't wait to see the dress.
The dress is part of it, sure. But we'll also need to do something about that plain Jane makeup and hairdo.
I like her
This is gonna
hairdo.
take some work.
Yeah.
Ouch. Well, I'll see you later, Cloud.
Peek, and I'll poke out your eyes.
Whatever. So, okay. So I haven't actually done much with regards to the HUD, but I've been updating the document on the side pretty much as we've been going.
Okay. Am I going to just scooch over?
No. But we are... Like, those numbers are way off. So for those of you who aren't paying attention to the document, let me go ahead and update a few things here. So the gameplay hypothetical positives are actually... Or wait, that's gameplay, sorry. I meant story. The hypothetical story positives are at... let's just do this. There we go. Let's make that nice and simple. However, at the point of story negatives hypothetical, we're actually at this. Meanwhile, gameplay-wise... looks like that's not accurate either. So this should be here. And negative-wise, we should be, there. Thank you very, very much, FMNito. Very much obliged and appreciate the sub, sir. Thank you. As usual, if you know where you want to put that, please let me know. So... Oh, I hate that, Javan. Especially when you keep trying to reach... Like, I don't know about you, but my pinkies are pretty much programmed to go over in this specific area because of this keyboard. And whenever I switch keyboards, it's like, and I fat finger things all over the place. Anywho, the reason I bring that up now, other than the fact that I thought about that during the break... Yeah, but I'm just gonna not pay attention to codify or not codify at this point. So one of the positives that I did add was an additional Lindblom effect positive, and that is for wall market. This is brilliantly fleshed out. So I'm going to add a negative for wall market to story.
Is it due to the pacing?
Yeah. Because the problem is the construction of these sequence of events is nonsense. In my opinion. I got to remember at home, if I ever say something without saying demonstrable, it means it's in my opinion.
Yeah.
You'll remember that we had a whole speech about that. In my opinion, this is nonsense because the thing is, we go in here, sequence of events. Oh, okay. We're going to go back to Sector 7. Oh, Tifa's going into Wall Market. Tifa says she's cool. Okay, no problem. And Eris is like, no, we have to go save Tifa. Okay, we go in. Then we find out about, just a little bit about how much of a danger and threat Tifa is in. Oh my god, Tifa's in serious danger. We need to get in. Okay, so let's do this and this and this and this and this and this. Then we go to the arena. Then we fight in the arena. Then we go back here. Then we do side quests. Tifa's still in his mansion.
How long has it been just in cutscenes?
Yeah, like...
Let's eject the gameplay for a moment.
Yeah, purely in lore cutscenes. It has been a long time since we are here to rescue Tifa, and she's just chilling. I mean, I know that, this is Final Fantasy, and we have to get used to Renoa hanging there for 14 minutes. We timed it. I think we've timed it every time we've streamed FF8. But we timed it during the review, and I did end up giving a negative for it because it was nonsense.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is again a part of a pacing issue. Because what the hell is this? Now, okay, so Lofia, is that an L or an I? Says, isn't the point of the side quest get to the dresses? No, we're not even there yet.
Yeah,
we are not yet at the point where Cloud is dressing up. She's going to get a dress.
Yeah, and she's going to take still longer because Cloud's got to go occupy himself with stuff.
So, yeah, anyways. Moving on. This is just horrible. It's even ignoring, if we're to not nitpick for a second, if we're to look at it from a purely broad strokes perspective, what we have here is, oh god, we've got to save her, but let's go do stuff. And then let's go do stuff. And then let's go do stuff. So even ignoring specifics and nitpicks and logic and all that fun stuff, from a purely narrative flow perspective, this is bad pacing, in my opinion.
I know you can, oh, Meteor is going to crash into the world. Let's go Chocobo racing. Let's go, breed Chocobos. Yeah, we all joke, but that is a legitimate problem with the pacing. And here it's enforced because that's part of the plot.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, Fallout 4 has a very similar issue to this exact same thing.
It does? I don't even remember the story of Fallout 4 at this point.
Fallout 4, honestly, Fallout 3 kind of has a similar problem, but in the inverse.
Fallout 3 has the same sort of a thing.
But yeah, no, there's I don't want to spoil Fallout 4, but there's basically some points where it's like, oh my god! And even if you just do the mandatory primary quest stuff, it's like, and then we meander for a while.
Hmm.
The angel of the slum strikes again.
Oh, hey, it's her.
Oh.
Yeah, the
so
Citadel
you're
DLC, I
looking
can
for
say,
work
is the
in
same kind of thing.
Walmart.
Although,
Maybe
that
I
was
can
kind
help
of
us sort
going
this
for a
out.
goofy tone, so I could
Some
see it kind of
criminals
fitting.
have
Although
stolen
this
a shipment
is
of
skirting the line on that in that regard.
Yeah.
donations bound for the Leaf House. The fiends.
The culprit is none other than the notorious angel of the slums. People worship her as some kind of folk hero, but there's no denying she's the one that done did it. I mean, look at this calling card. The Garden Angle 3?
The Garden Angle 3.
Well, they must have meant to write Guardian Angel.
Oh, come on, Garden Angle. Listen to me. I guarantee this is not the work of the angel. I saw it with my own eyes. 3 shady-looking types wandering around, scouting their mark, I bet.
Well, if you're so sure, then bring them here. Prove to me this wasn't the work of your beloved Guardian Angel.
You heard the man, Merc. I've got to find those thieves to clear the angel's name, and I need your help to do it. She would never, ever do anything to harm the less fortunate. Find the 3 I saw and bring them here to me. They ran off toward the old expressway on the other side of Evergreen Park.
Oh god, it's Genesis. So, granted, I don't want to use this as an excuse or an additional argument, but I will say that one of the things that I love most about FF7 for a pretty good chunk of it, a fairly large chunk of the game, is the pacing.
Yeah, the pacing is actually pretty tight.
Now, that is, of course, just my opinion, because everything I say is my opinion, except for the fact that water is wet, in my opinion. So you notice I didn't say demonstrable, so that wasn't my opinion. You're keeping on. Proud of you guys. But, all joking aside, I did like the pacing of the original FF7. We actually gave a plus to it, I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Ah, here we go. It's time to squat. Now, I would actually do the squats with this. I'm not going to, because ironically, I actually did a lot of squats during the break. That was actually what was next up on the list.
You're not going to get me to do squats.
My knees actually hurt quite a lot right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and not do this one.
Put some muscle on that bony
6
frame
a.m.
of
to
yours.
exercise. I don't want to do that again.
Wow, been waiting for you to show up. Thanks for coming, and welcome to our humble training hall.
Jules, head trainer. If you've got some time to spare, how about a little bit of fun? Want to try taking on one of our guys?
You're not serious, are you? Look at him. He's a scrawny little thing. I can snap him like a twig.
Now. I wouldn't judge this one by his muscle mass. What do you say, Cloud? If you want to give it a go, just let me know.
Let's do it. Save really quick.
You wish to challenge the Church of Broden?
Did you do something with your mic, by the way? You're more echoey than you were earlier.
I have no idea what's going on.
Like, noticeably more. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, I can hear it on the stream. I'm gonna fiddle with it and see what I can figure out.
See you around, Seraphim.
So, you up for a round?
I did too, Jay Meister. I guess you can see that. Okay, so I need to get to Pro to get the belt. I really want the luck up.
You're taking me on? You look like a dried up old terpsichore left out in the sun. You got no idea what you're getting into, little
You're
man.
kidding, Javin.
Alright, enough talk. We'll settle this the tried and true traditional way. A squat off. Now, let's all see what you've got.
Alright.
No,
It's
don't-
time to fight Squattercles. Okay, so... on-screen prompts. The guide will eventually evade from view. Okay. Each time you squat, your pace will increase. When competing against more skilled, Cloud will grow fatigued. What? What? Cloud will go more... must repair until the gauge is... Okay. Alright.
It's basically a rhythm game.
Yeah. We're gonna suck.
It's not too bad.
I knew you could do it!
Not bad at all. Your form's looking good.
Come on, one more round.
Wow.
Yeah. You've got this, come on! That's how it's done. I knew you could do it! You've got this, come on!
Not bad at all.
While you're doing the squats, I'm actually going to restart my computer, see if that'll fix it.
Okay.
That's how it's done.
Not bad at all.
I knew you could do it! You've got this, come on!
Not bad at all. Your form's looking good.
That's how it's done.
I like the music.
I knew you could do it!
Not bad at all. Your form's looking good.
You've got this, come on! That's how it's done.
Your form's looking good. Not bad at all.
I knew you could do it! You've got this, come on!
25. That's what I managed.
Nothing to it.
Absolutely, Atris. Allow me to give you 2 examples of negatives that can be ignored for personal enjoyment. 1, negatives that can be bypassed by something exterior to the game. So one of the things that I'm very big on is negatives and positives is the stuff in the game, right? In other words, I'm not going to give... I'm not going to not give Breath... Let me just use a direct example. I'm not going to not give Breath of Fire 2 negatives for walkthroughitis, because it has really bad walkthroughitis. However, those issues are completely smoothed over by having a walkthrough. Ergo, you can enjoy it just fine despite the presence of negatives. Knowledge of the game, access to cheats, these are things that can smooth over specific negatives, right? And of course, if there's something that's bad that you still enjoy, there's nothing wrong with that.
Ow!
I like Castlevania too.
Lose to this scrawny little kid who looks like he doesn't even consume his daily recommended amount of protein.
Ronnie, you know it's all about quality, not mass.
Seriously,
You're
Ronnie.
quick to judge people by their build. That and your overtrained ego are the main reasons you lost to our bold challenger here.
Thanks for helping me teach my boys a valuable lesson. And sorry for dragging you into it. Cloud, we're all one big family here at this gym. And now you're part of it. If you're ever up for training, our doors are always open to you. Let's work together to maintain healthy minds and bodies.
I'm with that. I will say I do agree with Plutonia. One of the reasons that I do firmly believe in acknowledging negatives when it comes to old classics is because it's the kind of thing that should be acknowledged. This is pure opinion, as is almost everything I say, but in my opinion, if I was to say FF6 is a perfect game, FF6 is a game that has no flaws, or to refuse to acknowledge flaws in FF6, then in my opinion, that is doing a disservice to the game. That is doing a disservice to the reality. Reality is not perfect. It'd be nice, but it sure as hell isn't. And I know fiction isn't exactly reality either, but my point is, for me, acknowledging those negatives helps make me enjoy it more, make me appreciate it more, especially when the positives are there. There's another reason that I keep talking about the concept of net positive, right? So I didn't get any rewards. Give me rewards.
You're ever in the mood for another workout? Just talk to Jay or Ron.
Unless I got it, in which case, never mind. Nope.
You here to test your muscular metal against mine?
Okay, so that's just trainee. So apparently I need to fight someone else. Got it. And kill Rax whenever he shows
You
up.
want to go, do ya? All right then, bring it on!
Okay, this should be fixed.
That does sound better immediately.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with it.
Pull you back on. There we go. Amateur. Okay, let's do amateur.
You can back out if you're scared.
Your form's looking good.
That's how it's done.
Oh, shit!
Not bad at all.
I knew you two are doing awesome.
Not bad at all.
That's how it's done.
Your form's looking good.
You've got yeah. Feel the burn.
Your form's looking good.
I knew you could do it.
Not bad at all.
That's I have faith in you guys.
Doing fantastic,
Not at all.
James. How about you?
Got this. Come on. I knew you could do it. You're looking good. Let me see you sweat. That's how it's done. I knew you could do it. You got this. Come on.
Not bad at all.
Come on. I know you've got more to give. You got this. Come on. That's how it's done. I knew you could do it. That's how it's done.
Your form's looking good.
It was not.
Looking good. Let me see you sweat this. Come on.
Not bad at all.
I knew you could do it. That's how it's done. You two are doing awesome. I knew you could do it. That's
Yeah,
how
I
it's
kind of
done.
figured it would happen
Got
sooner
this.
or
Come
later.
on.
Not bad at all.
That's how it's done. Yeah. Feel the burn.
Your form's looking good.
I knew you could do it. You got this. Come on.
This is reminding me of one of my only gameplay negatives about Ring Fit Adventures.
What's that?
They get a little spammy when you're doing well.
Yeah.
That's it. Wow, you're doing it. Looking good. Everything's great. Awesome. You got it. Looking good. Just over and over and over.
It's unfair that you guys are having all the fun. What do you say? May I have this squat?
Alright, let's do it. Let's save first. And let's equip the luck materia, because, I mean, duh. Provoke is max, so I can take that off now.
You can just have the way. Oh wait, what was the point of coming here? Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. How many attempts do you think this one's going to take me?
It took me 3.
Alright. I'm thinking 5.
You up for some exercise?
Okay, let's have some fun.
Oh, and whoever said it first, yeah, I do totally agree. Jules looks like he is directly ripped out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Who'd have thought it'd be this close?
So how much training do you do? Oh, it's I can hear your muscles crying out in joy and You're better than I thought. I believe in you.
You are in the zone. I can't get enough of those beautiful muscles.
You're better than I thought.
Who'd have thought it'd be this close?
So how much training do you do? Yeah, Jules, show that filthy how it's done.
Poetry in motion.
I believe in you. You're better than I.
You can do it, Jules. We're rooting for you. You are in the.
I believe in you.
Who'd have thought it'd be this?
I have beaten the game about a program.
Slow and steady. 1, 2, 1. Poetry in motion.
I believe in you. You're better than I. You. Oh man, who's gonna win this one?
And overall, yes, I did enjoy it.
So much
Poetry in motion.
I believe in you.
Slow and steady. 1,
So much training do you do?
1, 2.
You're better than.
You are in the.
Yeah, Jules, show that filthy how it's done. Better than I thought. I believe in you.
Who'd have thought it'd be this? I can't get enough of those beautiful muscles.
You're better than I.
You are in the.
And you got it.
I believe in you.
Flawless victory. Didn't mess up once.
I only had to get like 40 or something. That it? I didn't even try to go for almost 60 like you did.
I actually feel bad. My goal was 60, but whatever. I did do it flawlessly, and I was being a little cautious.
So, chat, I didn't do the pull-ups. How bad are they?
Oh god.
Listen up, everyone.
Because
We can be
supposedly
stronger,
they're
better.
horrible in
Let's hit
comparison.
those weights.
You got it, Jules.
Sultan of Squat. You're damn right. You should see my upper legs. I know I said that earlier. That's where I'll stop talking about legs at some point. Let's see here. So what does this thing do? That's nice. Wow. That's... Wow. I might actually switch to that. Holy crap. So for those of you who missed that, that's a 10% HP increase and a 5% strength increase.
Yeah, the champion belt is really good.
Yeah, that's whew. Yeah, guys, exercise gives you rewards in video games.
Let's you and me work up a sweat.
So can we do... Nope, it's still squats.
Getting this rim took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Thank you, kids. Hell yeah, bro. Preach it.
Yeah, exactly, Jobin. That was exactly what I was thinking. Of course, we still don't know what's going to be usable in the sequels, but even just in this game, which apparently has a level cap of 50, by the way. That was told to me. I only mentioned that because we were thinking... I mentioned one of the options is put a ceiling on part 1.
Cap you and then uncap you for the next part.
That old weapons vendor's a total weird.
Hang on, where the hell am I?
Although it'd be weird to think that you might end up with a level cap of 150 to 200 by the end of the game.
I mean...
By the end of the whole experience, I say.
Well, I am a firm believer in shrinking numbers is a good thing. Proper balancing is proper balancing, no matter what the numbers are.
Yeah.
So if they actually do the math right, they can make that work.
Yeah. They don't necessarily need a stat crunch, I don't think.
Hey, Zero. Yeah, no kidding, Leander. Our level reset. Looking at you, WoW. For those of you not aware, the original reason they did the stat crunch in WoW is because they literally had to. They were starting to reach integers that the game was not programmed to handle.
Was not able to handle, yeah.
And they just made it a regular policy after that as a progress to avoid running into that same problem. But it's worth noting that that is the only good reason for doing that.
Yeah.
There really is no other reason.
They're exploring a similar concept, not for technical limitations, but just because the sheer amount of grind is getting to be a bit ludicrous.
Yeah. And that's a good question, Atris. Like, really.
The Garden Angel strikes again.
Did I recheck the lips thing? With regards to the character I was talking about?
Yeah,
No.
you haven't pointed him out yet, too, consequently, so I assume I haven't talked to him yet?
Well, here's the thing. With the choice of the massage actually determines which side quest you'll get in Wall Market. So, yeah.
Good to know.
Oh, come on, dumbass.
So you might not even run into him.
It's someone. Hey, it's you.
What the hell are you doing coming after us?
Like, for example, I didn't get this quest, and I didn't get...
Play dead! Play dead! It doesn't work if you say that openly while I'm walking up to you. I know they're stupid.
Play dead!
Lore took the luxury massage, by the way. I took the standard massage.
Bring it! We're ready for you this time!
I actually do like these guys. All joking aside, these guys have made me laugh more than a few times.
Yeah, they're amusing.
That probably should have been a bottle in his hand. So he's either crazy or that's an actual mistake.
I don't think I think that's either a bug or
What's a trouble?
he's nuts.
What are we doing?
Thank you, Nerzaz. Yeah, exactly. They're the Team Skull of FF7R. And for those of you who don't know, I loved Team Skull. Easily my favorite team. Just double checking. Yep, nope, I do actually have to scan them. It's okay, I start with that now.
Let's do it right.
Because I have the start with ATB thing. Whoa there, buddy.
Yeah, admittedly, I didn't really notice the texture thing very much on my playthrough. Aside from the obvious, the background. Yeah.
I will say one thing. I mentioned earlier how I feel the difficulty is bad. I stand by that. But I do like how the game has been going out of its way to make the enemies in general varied. Usually mini bosses and bosses, but still. Like that guy, for example. I mean, I could just wail on him. Or, if I dodge his attack, simply the fact that he just attacked and didn't connect means he's in pressured status.
Yeah.
Which means he takes more stagger damage, which I can then stagger them and then pull him down. Like, little things like that, right?
Yeah, being able to just dodge and counterattack, I think, is adding a lot of good flow to the combat.
Agreed. I have been enjoying the combat for the most part. like, to go back to what we were talking, I hate to make you guys hate me even more, but, like, imagine if this game had options, you know, instead of just, like, health and damage, that say, okay, so, make sure that each enemy in the game has, like, an additional resistance, or maybe make it so they have an additional move they can do, or maybe make it so that enemies have combo attacks they use with each other, or just, and make each of these, like, a freaking option in the difficulty menu. It's like, do you want to have combo bosses, but ones that aren't going to hit all that hard, but have plenty of health, or ones that have very low health, but hit like a total truck, and also combo. So, you know, if you get touched, you're, you know, basically an Oko kind of a mode. You know, just stuff like that. That sounds awesome. And, of course, is the kind of thing that is hard to code. I do want to acknowledge that. But that
doesn't add the development time.
It absolutely does.
Very, very well appreciated by a lot of people.
Are the angels of the slums?
Oh man, you're real stupid!
We're the garden angels. Get it right.
Shut your trap, moron!
Huh. You don't honestly think that the beloved angel of the slums could be any of these three idiots, do you?
Nah, I recognize the masks. These guys are just small-time crooks who've been pestering folks around here for a minute. Should have listened to you earlier. Sorry about this.
Well, you should be sorry. I'll consider us
Which
square
massage did you take, Lovia?
once you've taught these boys a lesson.
Because, yeah, I took the standard one and got 2 different quests.
All right,
Or
get
3 different
moving.
quests. I'm not sure.
Hey, watch it! Not so rough, you lummox! Yeah, you lummox, you lummox!
So what about the donations? Do you need help taking them to the Leaf House?
Kind of you to offer, but I can manage on my own. I know these streets like the back of my hand. Better, even.
It's the angel of the slums! She took the Don's stuff! He's gonna be pissed!
Well, I'll be seeing you. Huh. Thanks to you, we can put this mess behind us. I'm grateful.
See, normally mutually exclusive stuff would piss me off.
Yeah.
Radiant Defender of the Downtrodden? Huh. Wonder if I'm an accomplice. That's enough of that. Should probably get back to Madam M's.
And now we're finally going to work on her dress? Question mark? Don't answer. It's just... That's been in the back of my mind this entire time.
You just got one more side quest.
Like, it's almost funny to me because I know the dress is in, and they, as in the game, hasn't even mentioned it. Like, not even referenced the idea of Cloud dressing up. So that's not even on the table yet.
Yeah.
Champ? Got word from Madam M. She said you had time to kill before Aerith's ready for the big event. So, what do you say to taking on a little extra work while you're waiting around?
Voice acting, lip
We've got a
syncing.
hell of a lot of fans clamoring to see their favorite champ go another round.
Yeah, admittedly, it's not as
And
egregious
something tells
as
me
the,
they're not going to rest until they see you kick ass
the
again.
thing that I was talking
Get on
about.
down to
It's
the
still pretty
Coliseum
bad.
ASAP.
Oh my god.
And it all leads back to
Yeah, that would be the slight variance thing, Battle Programmer, which I will talk about later, I swear. I guess I could talk about slight variance now as it's related to that, but I kind of want to wait to see if I'm right about my overall theory. So all I'm going to say is slight variance, and just have you guys remember that for later.
I've heard bits and pieces of his overall theory. I'm not going to share anything.
Yeah, I haven't even told him in private what I'm actually thinking in full.
He's worried I'll spill the beans.
No soldiers are showing up tonight. I know.
Yeah, KOTOR doesn't have lip sync. KOTOR has head bobble. What Tifa's doing. Okay, so obviously Tifa, like in lore, Tifa's just hanging out or whatever, right?
Yeah, because, I mean, they need the 3 candidates.
Can we just headcanon that Tifa is just beating the ever-living crap out of all of Corneo's henchmen?
Absolutely.
Like, it's just this whole time, he's like, oh, and he's watching. He's enjoying the show. He's like, all right, you 4, go on. Okay, bam, bam, bam. That was good. Okay, give her a half-hour break. Because I love the idea that he's basically playing with her and sending in the truth. Because he doesn't give a damn about his own people, right? That's pretty well established. And she can beat the ever-living crap out of them without effort, so...
Right.
Here he is, the man of the hour.
Which am I supposed to be doing?
Special match.
It doesn't actually clarify. I believe you, but it doesn't actually clarify.
The man of the hour. Stands are packed thanks to you. Now get out there and give him a show.
Oh, Tifa. Easy answer, Battle Program. Tifa's fun to play as.
Tifa's
Tifa,
probably my favorite.
as of right now, it would go Tifa, Eris, Cloud, Barrett.
One of Sam's favorite machines.
For me, it's
of
Tifa,
mayhem,
Cloud,
Cuddy.
and Aerith equally, and then Barrett.
He's been sharpening his blades and dreaming of payback.
So now we're fighting Tron.
Come out on top again. Fighters, begin!
I got your number.
Oh, wow. This should be fun with absolutely no magic.
Come on. All right. Try me. Gotcha. That's it. Sloppy. Let's do this.
Jesus! That was 7,808.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I was told that the Quad 9 cap doesn't technically exist, so...
Cuddy's quest for sweet revenge has ended in bitter defeat.
I did assess, though. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it, but I did assess right at the beginning.
Very nicely done. Here's your cut. You earned it.
Wait, you're here? What about Aerith?
My people are working on her hair right now. I thought I'd take the opportunity to drop by and watch her match. I have to admit, I never get tired of seeing Sam's precious toys take a beating.
That right?
I can tell by your hands you've come a long way. They're the hands of a fighter who has found new purpose. A woman. Or two? I wonder.
Just doing what I've always done.
No, you're not.
Anyway, Aerith should be finishing up soon. I'll go on ahead to check on her. Whenever you're ready, come back to the parlor.
Speaking of someone who used to have long hair, yeah, no, working on hair can take a while.
Mm-hmm.
No joke.
My hair wasn't as long as his, but, you know, it was shoulder length at one point.
Yeah, exactly, John. I'm just doing what I've been doing for the last 4 days.
Okay, choose an opponent to fight.
Anything new? No, okay. Just double checking. Just double checking.
Come back anytime you want to fight.
Yeah, I had hair when I took an arrow to the knee. What I find amusing is you could tell how many of my viewers have been watching my stuff for how long, if the knowledge that I used to have long hair is a surprise or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people are like, oh man, I miss it. And some people are like, wait, you had that?
I remember when it used to be blue.
Yep. Yeah, that was not a wig, for anybody wondering. I get that question a lot. No, that was just dyed.
I'm getting a lot of private messages today. Not that I'm complaining.
I might be. I have no method of checking that unless I manually go check. If you're messaging me, I don't know. FYI.
Don't check because there might be spoilers.
That's valid. Actually, yeah. I've had long hair since...
I've had long hair since middle school.
I think since I was 4.
Oh, wow.
See, the thing that caused me to stall there is I went to one school. It was actually a private school. And my mother loves telling this story. Very strict dress code, and they made me shave.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was improper for a man, a boy, to have long hair. And I actually really wanted to get into that school because it was a nice school. And so Mom was about ready to pull my application, and she came, and she was coming. I walked out and I held out my hair in my hand like here, and I just cut it myself. It looked terrible. I still have a picture, or rather, she still has a picture of it. But yeah, I just took some scissors to it and was like, "Yep, nope, here we go, we're done." However, after I left that school, and up until I have had long hair.
Yeah, I don't think I've had deliberately long hair since high school.
This would have been the 80s, Crazy Norse, so close enough.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far.
Oh no, I'm reading DMs in Discord, Ruth.
Yeah.
And I am glad to know that you're doing okay. Obviously, in this current environment, asking if people are alright in the theater is not actually a joking question.
Right.
Like, I haven't heard from Random at all, for example. No idea if he's doing okay.
Or actually asked me on Saturday,
Yep. And I also haven't heard from Ryo Kami. I have no idea if she's doing alright, So it was a valid question. In addition to the obvious, I hoping you could still do the lines thing. That looks like crap, but I'll go ahead and buy it just to have it.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
No shame, Ruth. I understand completely.
It's a big game.
And I've had long periods of time where it's been really hard for me to work on it.
Me too. I've had times where, I've just had other priorities or, just the inability to work, like when I was sick.
You're not allowed to see me at work.
And then I get spurts of, and that, by the way, for those of you not aware, Vivi's lines are done. In fact, all of my lines are done.
Congrats.
Thank you. It's been a little bit. So we get a save in, now that we've crushed that like a bug. And yeah, Chapter 5 is also done. And when I say Chapter 5 is done, I mean, I could release Chapter 5 right now. It's finalized. I finished the polishing pass. And I've already started work on the polishing passes for other chapters. How fun was it to voice Necron? It was actually the hardest role I've done. No joke. Really? I don't want to spoil too much, but I had to put myself in an extremely specific mindset. In fact, I don't mind telling you. A little behind the scenes. So what I did was I had a picture of my niece right in front of me. And I had to force myself to read those lines to her, as if I, her uncle, was speaking to my beloved niece, the lines that Necron was saying. And because that's the exact tone I wanted. And it was harder to do than it sounds. Because he's saying some interesting things, right? But having that, loving, kind, fatherly sort of mentality was something I wanted to leak out into the dialogue. And hopefully it does when the finished version comes out. Thank you very much, Slim Jim Born. Very much appreciate the sub, sir. And usual question, if you don't mind, please.
Oh, I wouldn't feel guilty, Cord. I mean, Lord knows I've been having mental problems. I've had to go to therapy and recently do teletherapy. So, I don't necessarily think you should say, feel guilty due to your mental state.
Basically, yeah.
Because I've been in a slump before. I've been in multiple, actually.
Life is life. Yes, Dream Whisperer, your last line was legitimately useful. No questions there. You're a little too harsh on yourself, man. Although I will admit, every now and again, I am amused at how you pronounce things. But it's okay. Like there's no mocking there. It's good. I like the variety. I've actually allowed several actors to say certain words, proper rounds, a little bit differently from each other. I thought about cracking down, but then I was like, you know what? No. I mean,
it adds flavor.
Yeah, people do that in real life, right? So, and you can tell what they're talking about. Treno is a big one. There's 3 separate pronunciations of Treno that are in the theater at this point.
I pronounce it Trino, for example.
Yeah, there's Trino, Treno, and Treno are the 3 that people have said. And the Arkham Trilogy, you got it. No, actually, ironically, I'm kind of done on rolls at this point. What I need... Now, that being said... no, Ruth got a hold of me, so she's cool. I do need to get a hold of Ryo Kami, because she's Freya. And I do need to get hold of Random or get someone new to voice Kuja. And I really don't want to recast Kuja. I really don't. But that's the big one, because that's who Random voices. He voices Kushin. No one else. It's his only role. I say that so dismissively. Like, I voiced Vivi and 12 other guys. But, you know, anyways. Actually, closer to 20.
No!
Johnny.
Cloud! Finally!
Probably Cord.
Tifa! Tifa! She's...
Who's Tifa?
I don't...
Take a deep breath. What about Tifa?
I heard Corneo was gonna audition new girls soon. And Tifa's gonna be... I don't know what to do.
Well, I do.
I'll come too! Hey, Cloud, bro. I can call you bro, right?
If you call me bro, I will rip your hair out and feed it to you.
Nope.
Just want to say, bro, that I'm totally relieved that you're looking out for
Only
Tifa.
Wedge gets to call you bro.
So, like,
Yep.
how'd you get so strong anyway, bro?
I said.
The way you fight, bro, is like poetry and violence. You know?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I've decided to codify another negative. It's actually being re-expressed. Do you remember that Anime Grunts negative?
Uh-huh.
The Anime Grunts have actually dipped down substantially. Like, the difference between the demo and everything else is huge. That being said, as much as the Anime Grunts bother me, I rewatched a little bit of the intro, and I realized that the thing that really bothered me was the sound balancing.
Really?
Because the grunts were not the volumes they should be, in relative to the other sounds happening at the same time.
I get you, yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the whole game kind of has that issue. Mostly, not in actual cutscenes, but for example, just now when I was running through and Johnny was talking over about 4 other people.
Yeah. I've had that problem too. I'm just like, I'm trying to listen to these guys and you. Just shut up for a moment.
And that has been a consistent problem, either a lack of ducking, as I myself use all the time, or a lack of ability to just make things be the volume they need to be for the sequence that's currently happening, or whatever. So...
I can actually confirm that the mixing is better in the Japanese version, Bio.
Oh, go figure.
And they don't do the anime grunting thing, because, they speak a bit more... Well, Japanese kind of incorporates that more naturally.
It's actually one of the reasons...
I'm speaking into a mic? What?
Secretly, I'm not speaking into a mic.
It's right here.
But... Words. This might just be a localization issue.
Could be.
But... Words. The NPC chatter I actually like. And in fact, I'm almost positive I've given a positive for. And I'm correct,
each
there it is.
NPC has 2 or 3 lines, and they've done that throughout the entire game, and it changes with story events.
Yeah, that's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm loving that. The problem is this is one of the things. This could be patched, yes. Although this would be hard to patch because you'd have to do one of 2 things. You'd have to either come up with a program to basically auto duck, because that would be the easy road, or you'd have to go through and manually change the audio.
Single sound file.
And that's, speaking from experience, that takes some time.
Yeah, that would probably be a patch that takes a couple of months by itself.
So...
I really wish I could be just like you. My problem is that I tend to overthink and overanalyze everything.
You think?
Do you have any advice for a smart, stand-up guy like myself?
No.
Oh, come on, bro! Well,
What universe
this is
did
it for
Johnny
me.
come from?
Call me
Smart
crazy,
and stand
but,
up.
Groose, anybody?
I have a feeling that I'll just
Yeah, I
get
can
in
see
the
that.
way.
Go find Aerith at Madame Mim's. Tell her to wait for me there when she's done. Think you can handle that?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Paid Maniac. I missed the first half of your sentence. Let me scroll up a bit here. Scroll up. Oh, no, that makes more sense. Okay.
What's up?
No, he's right. I apparently have already given this audio negative. Where is it? Oh, yep, there it is, right there.
Improper design and balance of background audio.
Audio negative 9 now.
Huh.
Also, anime grunts. I'm just going to add that. Anime grunts!
Well, I mean, they stopped after chapter 1.
They did. And I'll give them that. But God, it was so aggravating. It's like, huh? Ooh. Huh?
I do like that they're able to poke fun at themselves later on about that, you know?
That's the weird one. You ever heard that one? Where they kind of like open their mouth and then close it, and they make a noise as they're doing it.
Yeah, it kind of catches, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a porno. No. Really hand job lady sounds like a porno.
Listen to a Kingdom Hearts cutscene out of context.
Oh, God.
There you go, you know.
I know I've said this before, and we'll say this when we start reviewing Grandia, but when I was playing Grandia 3, I think it was, I had my girlfriend on the phone, and I was playing through a cutscene.
Oh, no.
And she, no joke, she actually got really upset and hurt for a second because she thought I had another girl there in bed with me. And I had to be like, Eric, could you talk here so that she knows I'm out here in the living room?
Well, see, no, that could be a totally different, way worse experience.
Oh my God. So now we are finally gonna dress up, maybe? Please? Look, I just want Cloud in a dress. Is that so much to ask? I've been debating that one, Battle Programmer, but obviously all of those are being debated. The main reason I'm debating it is some of them make perfect sense, like when you're squeezing through an area.
Like, if you're squeezing through an area, or if there's like dialogue going on, sure. But sometimes there's no dialogue, and you're just, hey, go to this area. Okay, slowly.
Perfect example of that is Eris's garden.
Exactly the scene.
There's nothing loading. There's nothing. Everything is already loaded. There's no cutscene or anything happening. You have to walk this one section of the garden.
It's literally just, let's make this take 4 times as long.
Yeah. That's why in the truth, because of its usage, that'll probably be baked into an aggregate rather than a full.
You again? Got a letter of approval right here.
Hmm? You know that's only good for women, right?
Yeah, it's for Aerith.
Who? Oh, that girl.
Hey man, you don't know the Dawn's tastes.
Sorry to hear that. Well, either way, you're stuck out here, pal. I can't let you in.
I wasn't asking for permission.
Huh? Wouldn't try it if I were you. Trust me, you don't want to screw with the Don. If you even think about causing any trouble, he'll make sure someone pays for it. And that someone might wind up being the girl you're trying so hard to break out. Or it could wind up being someone you've never even met before. Get it?
So, yeah, actually, that makes perfect sense. That means we have to kill him. Now, that sounds like a joke, but if you find out that someone is that unpleasant...
Oh, yeah.
They probably should die. The only downside with that, of course, is that we're going to make a massive power vacuum in the slums. And if only we had someone who's named Madam M, who we could have take over for us, who we already have an in with. And come on, I gotta play a little bit of politics here. It's okay, I know. Cloud wouldn't.
You're in the Don's world now. Anyway, you've got some time yet. The audition won't start for a while. If you're sure you want to go through with this, then bring the girl and the letter. But if I were you, I wouldn't.
Hey, Nevermore, I'm glad you like the Wild Low run. If he escapes, then yeah, we're screwed. That's why we want to do the infiltration. Not this, an actual infiltration. Never been stabbed? Yes.
Thankfully, I haven't. It came close, though.
I have the scars.
Hey, get out of the way! Quit talking! Move it! Move it! Come on!
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I do like how Johnny is being the bouncer there.
The bouncer. I'm sorry, I had to.
Also known as Kingdom Hearts Prototype.
Hey, yeah.
That's really...
A little much.
He's got certain tastes. This dress is so gaudy and impossible to move in.
Yeah.
Cloud?
Yes, I've played the bouncer, Colin Palooza. It's not good.
Hey,
It's
wait
a prototype game.
Did Johnny forget to give you my message?
The one asking me to stay put? No, I got it. I was worried about you.
I'm starting to think this place is more dangerous than we thought. Who knows what they'll ask you to do in this audition?
You
No
don't
way in hell
say.
I'll let you go in there by yourself.
So this is finally the reason we're going to dress up. Oh my god. You know what's funny? And I hate to say this, but you know what would solve all of this? Because I keep nitpicking and I keep, being negative, and I'm probably going to get accused of being toxic, but what really is bothering me so much is that Cloud is superhuman.
Yeah, he could waltz in there, take out all the Dawn's guys, take out the Dawn himself.
So if we just
wall market with an iron fist if you wanted to.
Yeah, he could. So if we just kind of
didn't want to, they've got 3 other people. They've got the trio.
So yeah, if we just kind of removed that, which is something I've thought about a few times, it really bring him down to the level of a Shinra grunt, right? So okay, he's a Shinra grunt now, and all of a sudden we're, how do we phrase this? Powerless. Like we have to go along with this because we don't have a choice. And all of a sudden, all those narrative beats just get smoothed over.
By myself? Oh, don't worry. I wasn't gonna. Come on, you'll see.
Oh god, she planned it against him?
According to Madam M, you've caught the eye of a certain fabulous someone, and they'd like to meet in person.
Huh?
It's hard to move in this thing. Cue her moving around in the dress with no issues.
Look at you all dolled up and fabulous. Where are you headed tonight?
Well, what do we have here? You're quite the pretty little lady.
To be fair, Atris brings up a good point. Infiltration like that isn't really Cloud's style.
I agree.
Say that again.
And as a further addendum, Jay Meister is correct. This same problem applies to the original. While this whole sequence is cute in the original, it makes no sense. Especially since, to be completely blunt, we're arguably stronger in the original in lore than in this one.
Yeah.
Completely overshadowing her. She's
You are like the beautiful flower that blooms on the ghost.
Notice that was a few dozen lines of dialogue complimenting Eris there.
Exactly.
to see the Honeybee Inn's Andrea Rodea and convince him to give you his stamp of approval. You said you didn't want me going alone, right? Well, with Andrea's help, you can join me. It'll be fun. And honestly, I think you'll look pretty cute in a dress.
What?
It's pretty rare for Andrea to take a personal interest in someone. At least, that's what Madame M said. Trust me, this is gonna work out great.
That's true, Righteous Ham.
Come on! Don't you want to save Tifa?
Wait.
No can do, Cloud. This is our plan, and you'll learn to love it. So, here's how I think we should approach him. Madame M said Andrea was a man who'd give anyone a fair chance to win him over. So I say we march right up to him, explain the situation, and see where that gets us. Sound good?
Yeah, guys, no men. We're gonna.
Don't you want to save
Let's
Tifa?
keep a moratorium on future events.
Maybe Melkor.
The audience is part of the performance.
Are you nervous? Oh, I wonder if my honey girl got the flower cake.
We're also kind of trying to keep discussion of the original
Good
FF7 out of the question,
Welcome
Javan,
to the
because a
entertainment
lot of people here have not
extravaganza
played the
that is
original.
the Honeybee Inn.
We're here to see.
Hey, notice I haven't talked about how it was his sled this entire time. I've been trying to keep things within the range of where we're at in the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrea Rodea.
You must be Mr. Cloud. He's waiting for you.
Mr. Cloud?
I've been instructed to send you through without delay, sir. Please, make your way to the stage in the back.
So what's your name? Thunder. Aw, I was gonna make the joke. Damn it.
Well, no, I was just quoting what Bio said.
What's stupid, Javan? The fact that people haven't played FF7 yet? I mean, this isn't a lore run.
I've dreamt of this moment. The Honeybee Inn.
Alright, so first thing we gotta see is if Reeve's parents are here.
Yes, it was an FF7 abridged joke.
Thunderhead. Shintranet market sensation.
You are gonna blow expectations.
What the? Is that Palmer? That is Palmer!
Yep. He's got a big damn net. What the hell?
He's also out of breath from running in a circle slightly. And she's concerned because he's, you know...
Yeah, I didn't actually see this part.
He's preparing to purchase one space, please! Hello. There we go. Nope, nope.
Oh, that feels amazing.
He's not touching him. No, I don't know who that is, so... Shrug. This is the worst massage. This is a COVID massage right here. Hey, let me give massages.
6 feet away. He's got to be 6 feet. Oh, is it acupuncture? That makes a lot more sense, actually.
I like the force explanation. He uses massage material. Whoops, I can just walk in here. Hello, ma'am. And or madam.
Watch the stinger, sweetie. What shape am I making?
This circle?
What is Johnny's father doing here?
Good question.
Where is Johnny's mother? Oh my god, she's right there!
Well, this is a JRPG, so one of Johnny's parents has to be dead.
Ah, that's fair. Because we do all know that Johnny's secretly the main protagonist.
Huh? Who's there? Whatever. I'm having trouble.
Maybe
seeing.
that's Johnny's mother? Oh, God.
What's
Let's
the
not
answer?
even think about that.
What shape is that supposed to be? That doesn't look like a shape at all, actually.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's vaguely ovoid. I'm gonna go triangle just because she's stopping at the corners, but that does not look like a triangle to me.
Ding, 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 ding. That's a right answer, baby.
You did it, boyo! I'm so damn proud of you!
I thought that looked like a square almost. It was
You
weird.
still here? But why?
I got him laid. Well, I'll have to apologize to him later. What? Nobody should have sex while that drunk.
Yeah.
You ever had drunk sex? It's not fun.
Hey there, dollface. We've been waiting for ya. Come on in. Have a seat.
No, I'm not here for...
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. I think you might have wandered into the wrong room by mistake.
No, I want you to put makeup on me. Put makeup on me. Damn you. I must be pretty. I have never been drunk, Colin Ballou, so...
And here's the man of the hour.
Chosen by Andrea himself.
I've been drunk
Our honored
once.
guest.
I kind of hate these outfits. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan.
You know what they remind me of, legitimately? The Vegas cocktail waitress outfits.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, this isn't being judgmental. Those are immensely uncomfortable. I should know. I've known a few people who've worn them. And they force you to wear that no matter what your body type is.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some women who are obviously very uncomfortable and in a significant amount of pain wandering around in those outfits.
Yep.
Coincidentally, if you're nice to them, they tend to be some of the nicest actual waitresses in that area. Little pro tip. If you want to be nice to someone, they might be nice back. Go figure.
This is your first time, right? It's okay. Do you want to practice your
I don't
dance
think
moves
Lore's
first?
ready, guys.
Why would I want to do that?
Andrea thought it might be a good idea.
Over here. Come on now.
Hey, hold on.
Are we about to get even more Yakuza than I thought we were?
Maybe.
Delicious! Fabulous! Just like that.
So admittedly, I initially hated this because I don't really like these types of rhythm games. I've warmed up to it since then because its tone is just fantastic.
Wow! Fabulous! Delicious!
Careful where you're swinging that thing, dude.
Perfection! You've got real rhythm, mister. Move over, girl.
Wait,
New
you- oh my
dancers
gosh.
come to town.
You can practice again to ace it if you want to get the music disc, which I do not. I'm
The show's about
probably that song if I were to guess.
Mm.
Oh my god, we actually are doing the Yakuza thing. You know what? That's not a complaint, but I mean, the Yakuza thing is the Yakuza thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a reason I'm so looking forward to 7. I'm gonna cast a summon! It's just... Yeah. Let's move on. God, it really is a hostess club. It's actually a hostess club.
Is that Cloud? Darling, I had no idea.
You just sit tight until Andrea takes the stage.
Look
Don't
at his
touch me.
muscles. Aw, he's blushing.
Poor Cloud! He has no idea how to deal with the fake attention. What? Yeah, exactly, Atreus. I'm gonna kind of talk over this just to avoid any copy wrongingness.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna freely talk over the lyrics, that's what I mean by that.
Like, in my opinion, the song is a bit cringy, but, like, otherwise the tone, I'm totally with it, personally.
I mean, I love the Yakuza thing.
Although, that being said, I kind of do wish that 7, more firmly established its own identity in this section rather than just saying, hey, let's ape Yakuza.
Yeah. Oh god, and now Eris has to watch us. So here's Andrea, finally. Or Andrea, I forget how they pronounce it.
It's Andrea.
See, I knew someone named Andrea in real life, and she was pronounced Andrea, so that's why I'm stuttering on it.
You seek my approval, do you? But those who crave my favor must first prove that they know how to move.
Oh my god.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I absolutely love Andrea. He's great.
And Eris is just absolutely eating it up. Of course she is. Careful, I got Genova on my side. Well, actually, if you think about it, that would be legitimately useful here. You could take the memories and ideas from other people and emulate them.
Think you can follow my lead?
Yeah, as soon as I saw the practice, I knew what we were in for here.
Yeah.
Notice this is the second severely 80s thing in this game, by the way.
Yeah.
You can tell when Kitase and Nojima are from.
No, this is not typical for an FF game. This is...
Honestly, I can't think of any other FF that has done this particular type and brand of cheese.
No.
Like 10-2 tried to do the pop thing, but it did it sincerely, and that kind of fell flat.
This is very ironic, very, parody-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, this is having fun with itself. Yes, cheese. It's cheese. That's a good way to put that.
Yeah, this is campy. Yeah.
What's funny is I've had the thought several times that this game is taking some inspirations from the Yakuza series, but it was mostly just kind of a light little I didn't think that seriously thing. I think I have to readdress that to mean that I think they seriously are taking inspiration from the Yakuza series.
Yeah.
Which is fine, by the way. It's just interesting to think about, of all the directions you could go with.
I do think that FF in general, it takes itself too seriously. We know that. I think more sections like this to add levity and to kind of just parody itself or parody other genres or time periods is a welcome change. They should do more stuff like this.
Agreed. In fact, some of you may or may not remember, before this game came out, one of my biggest concerns was the fact that FF7 is not a serious game. I mean, it's a dark game, but FF7 was a silly game, and I was hoping they were going to keep the silly. So I think they're keeping the silly.
I love it!
Yeah, FF7's a goofy game.
Yeah.
Very serious when it's serious, very dark when it's dark, but it is a goofy game, and I love it.
Honey.
And otherwise, FF hasn't been like that since arguably 9.
Yes, I will transform you into a vision of beauty. Now, without further ado, let us begin!
That's impressive, Atris, because GTA is huge in the States. There's a reason GTA 5 is the best-selling anything ever.
Yeah.
Best-selling fiction ever. Please tell me they're not going to do this on stage, but how are they changing his outfit in front of everyone? Don't answer that.
That's what the fans are for.
You were born.
No, not those fans. That
Eris is getting way too into this.
Where's Giuseppe?
Look at him. Oh, that's good. They did a good job there. Look at that. He looks better at dress than I would.
Okay, so help me out. Is that the actual best dress you can get, guys?
I didn't know he had that much hair.
That's the best one? God, he's got more hair than Roche.
Yeah, he does. Cloud's just got this blank expression of, huh? This whole time.
A thing without shame, to which notions of gender don't apply. Don't ever be afraid, Cloud.
Oh,
Male,
there's a better one. Huh.
to quote Chrono Trigger, male, female, power is beautiful and I've got the power.
That show today blew my mind!
So I'm curious what I failed at to get the best.
It's a good question. Because you got the best massage.
Oh, I'm playing Eris now.
Was it planned from the start?
Probably not. Did you see their look of surprise?
Cloud? I didn't see you there for a second, if I'm being honest.
Please don't.
Cloud?
Not a word.
Not even one?
No!
But you're so pretty.
It's getting pretty late.
You need to mock more daintily, Miss Cloud. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's the order you do the side quests in. Interesting.
Really? Apparently we did them wrong. Thank you very much, to hell with your crowd. Very much appreciate the subs.
Apparently you can speak to Chadley too.
Oh, God. Alright. And if you know where you want to put that sub, please let me know. To hell with your crap. What the heck? Oh, Charlie's right in front of me. Duh.
Whoa, geez, to my heart, it's the girl of my dreams.
Can you speak with Johnny? I actually don't know.
Forgive me, miss, but the way you're staring at me is rather... Oh goodness! I'm experiencing an emotional response.
I need to learn everything about her.
And his balls just dropped.
She's so beautiful.
Admittedly, I didn't see that when I was going through.
Oh, she is the most beautiful girl in the world.
Wait a minute! I thought you said that I was the most beautiful girl.
All right, then you're the most beautiful girl in the world. But she's the most beautiful girl in the entire universe.
You're such an asshole.
That crunch.
Please tell me we fight in this thing.
That is one hot chick.
Of course, we might not get picked by Corneo.
I apparently got the worst one, and I got
Excuse me,
picked,
miss,
so...
but are you sure you're in the right place?
Cloud is insisting on not talking for obvious reasons.
Huh? You're planning on fighting in that getup? I don't know about that.
Listen, I've seen plenty... Well, actually, I haven't seen that many animes, but this is pure battle gear right here. It would be funny if I don't get picked. I think I look pretty. Don't you guys think I look pretty? Be honest, does this suit make my fat look big? Okay. I'm gonna give that sequence a plus. Individual scenes that are amazing get a plus. That's always been the rule. Nah, I have to bow for 10 seconds. Thank you very, very much. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that. Cruiser Modi? CRZ Modi? How do you prefer it to be pronounced? I suppose I shouldn't ask that because now I'm going to lower my head for a few seconds. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much, sir. Very much appreciate. I've been assuming crazy. I could say CRZ if you prefer. I can work with it. I can make it work. And that's going towards conclude. In August, probably. Ugh. No, it's fine. I'll look it up later, Tesla. See you around, bio. Now we're about to meet the man of the hour. Someone we actually haven't met yet. Corneo. Who is apparently voiced by Fred Tatasciore. Which just... Fred Tatasciore. I'm not sure if that's true. Feel free to correct me. I know it's not Mark Hamill.
Well, yeah, no, I know that.
So Fred Tatasciore is a very... Oh, God, he's done a lot of roles. He might be one of the most prolific voice actors ever. Like, he's at least in the number 2 slot. And he's done a bunch of roles, but you might recognize him as Saren in Mass Effect.
I heard that a couple days back, and I'm like, really? That's him? And apparently it just slipped my mind.
He has a really good growling voice. Like, he has plenty of capacity to sound, you know... I can't even do it. He has this wonderful growl. He even played this really messed up person in Judgment who was, coincidentally, probably my favorite character in the game. But anyways, thank you very much, Scottish Warrior. And yeah, if you ever hear... and I'm not even joking, in about half of fiction, if you hear someone talking kind of like this, there's a really good chance it's him.
Yeah.
He does that a lot.
In my experience, it's either him or Darren DePaul doing that kind of stuff these days.
Mm-hmm. Although Darren DePaul's more recent, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I've put that towards Bioshock, Scottish Warrior. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, when I picture Corneo's voice, I'm thinking the one in the abridged is kind of what comes to my mind.
Yeah, just the...
I can't quite do it. Hang on.
I've made my decision.
Made my decision. Do I go with blueberry? You know, it's something kind of like that. Anyways, let's go meet Corneo, guys.
No way.
Here you are. Letters from Andrea Rodea and Madame M. That ought to do the trick, right?
You serious?
Yeah, I kind of wish
Is
it was
there a
Mark Hamill
problem?
too, but I do think
I hope you know what you're in for.
I do
Oh,
think
we'll be
they
fine.
made the right choice here.
If you say so.
Where's my sword? Is it not Fred Tedeschiore? Atris?
The two of you here for the audition? Second floor, at the very end of the walk.
Now that's almost
Don't go poking
one-to-one.
your nose in where it doesn't belong.
I mean, we got plenty of dress to hide the sword, admittedly.
Welcome to the mansion of the esteemed Don Corneo.
You can tell because it's got just random crap piled up in a corner like he was a dragon. Including gold bars.
Yeah.
Probably gill bars, if we're being honest.
Room's on the second floor, at the very end of the walk.
That one's Madame M's girl, ain't it? And
Hey, dude, McKay, how's it going?
that Andrea's girl? I'd let her do things to me. We've been waiting for you to show.
I mean, that would make so much sense, wouldn't it, Javan? I could have gold, but I'd much rather have gil. If we ever do end up doing an FF7 theater, which is getting less and less likely as time goes on, since this game exists now, please don't make me voice Corneo. God.
And also, I think it would pale in comparison to Mission Abridged and the other Abridged series.
Yeah.
Huh?
Cheryl voice rude.
What's that weird, sweet smell? And why do I feel so dizzy?
Gas. Come on. Damn it.
Cloud?
And of course, he'd be less affected by it than her. But still affected by it. Well, they're dead.
So, how you pretty ladies doing? Feeling a little lightheaded? So I came on back. Let's see
Why
what
not,
you
Jonah
can
Trio?
follow, so you can make yourself
Doesn't it seem like something he would do?
Let's get this show on the road.
Where are you taking us?
Come on now. Oopsie daisy. Hey, together with Ted, asshole. The hell? You want to throw down the Corneo's girl? So if you leave a mark on him, you ain't getting off with a one. I know. Managed to wrangle some real lookers this time, though. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, can you hear me?
Tifa?
Yes?
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Wait a minute.
She didn't realize.
Cloud? Is that you? Oh my god, that makeup! And that dress!
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on.
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on. The way he said that was perfect.
I'll manage. Hey, Tifa. How you doing?
Okay.
Oh, right. I'm Aerith. A friend of Cloud's. We were worried and thought we'd come help you out.
Thanks?
Cut the chatter. We gotta leave.
Huh?
Right now.
No! Not until I've got what I came for.
What?
So, after we made it back to the slums, some guys came around asking all kinds of questions. So I did some digging.
And found out they were Corneo's men.
Right. They were interested in Avalanche. But I couldn't figure out why. So I thought I'd come and ask the man himself.
Seriously?
Thought if I could find a way in and get some one-on-one time, but then I realized I'd only be one of 3 candidates, and that if he didn't pick me, it would all be for nothing.
Then your worries are over, aren't they? Because the other 2 candidates are right here, right?
Right.
So yeah, if we're all in on it, then nothing can go wrong.
I guess not.
You? Me? Cloud? Makes no difference who gets chosen, does it?
I don't know, Aerith. It feels wrong getting you involved in all this.
Don't even bother trying to talk her out of it.
Oh, Cloud gets me. Took you long enough.
This is our second day of knowing each other.
Stubborn I am.
God dang it.
I think they'll call for us when it's time.
This room gives me the creeps.
It should. It's a torture room, or it was a torture room. Look at how Cloud opens chests in the dress. Like, there's even this hesitation of, whatever, kick. So I'll go ahead and buy that. And those. And...
Of course, there'd be a vending machine that's shaped like him.
Yeah, that absolutely sounds like something he would do. I will say they're doing an interesting job of building him up, because we haven't even met him yet.
Mm-hmm.
In the original, he was just kind of there. I mean, it worked, because the whole point was he was a joke, but still. Let's go ahead and be boring for a second. Equip ourselves up. Let's see. So, where are we at? Right, I'm still trying to learn dive kick. Sorry, dive kick! That's not a racism thing, it's a game.
No, yeah, yeah, dive kick is actually a game.
It's a surprisingly good game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has no right to be as good as it is, given how simple it is. How do I want to set her up? Okay, so we're going to have Cloud be the off character for right now. So let's go ahead and move that. And that. Leave that there, leave that there. Oh yeah, by the way, I continue to theorize, we'll give her a fat chocobo, that actual straight levels are what open up soul slots on the weapons. Because the moment we hit 20 is when the third one popped up.
Mm. So you think as soon as you hit 50, you'll get the last one?
That's the thinking, yeah. And I've put it towards The Last of Us 2. To hell with your crap. That is the one, Crazy Norse. One hit, one kill with weirdly large amount of strategy. Okay, so. Think. Okay, what blues do I have right now? Sorry, give me just a sec to process this, guys. I do have Magnify, but she's not the one to have that. What I should probably do...
Maybe give her Elemental?
See, I'm debating that, but that means I have to pull one of the magics off of Eris, which I can do. Or, actually, that's not a bad
give
idea.
her Magnify.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then, because I got plenty of purples that I could put on her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a common strategy for me in the original, too. My melee guy is just purple and yellow. With a couple of blues. So we'll give... Hang on. Yeah. So the only one she can AoE. What's Raps weak to? Or apps?
I want to say Thunder.
I feel like it's Thunder too, but that's based on the original, and I don't know if that's true or not. We'll go ahead and do... oh, actually, I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, is it Fire?
Is it Fire? We'll do that then.
Silliest combat mechanic from the original FF7 that I've always questioned.
What
combat mechanics would be silly?
Yeah, there's actually not that many.
Yeah.
Unless you mean, like, for example, the slots for Kate Sith.
Yeah, that's one of them, I'd say. That's probably the biggest one, actually.
Oh, I need to put that on him now, since he's going to be my official off character. Where was it? There it is. And I have
Well, Zira, I am weak to poison, obviously, considering how badly I got sick.
You know, funnily enough, for the longest time I had a weakened immune system, but I kind of seem to be over that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't just mean with the COVID thing. I haven't really gotten seriously sick in a while.
Yeah, COVID is probably the first time I've gotten seriously sick in about 10 years.
thought I had another one. I guess I don't. Did I already have it on somebody?
I did, yes. It was not as bad as it could have been, but it was pretty bad. Thank you, Casual. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Kay.
That's true. I'm so toxic that I've built up a defense against it.
I got it because my dad actually had a friend over recently for sushi, believe it or not, and it was like his second day of showing symptoms or something like that, and he and I touched the same plates, and I believe may have even touched the same rolls at some point.
Yeah, it's within the realm of possibility that I have it, but if I do, I have no symptoms.
Yeah, you're probably asymptomatic if you do.
Mm-hmm. Possible, but again, shrug. Not a lot I can do about that.
Oh, it wasn't that bad, guys. Stop playing it up. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was like the worst flu I've ever had, but I wasn't like in danger of dying or anything.
Yeah, no, I ripped out his heart, guys. Remember, he's fine.
Well, it targets the lungs, so you need to rip out my lungs, and I don't want that.
Hang on, BRB. No, I think I will go ahead and put that back on him. That'll be his MP usage. And then... Oh, you know what? No. Let's do that. There we go. So now I need something else for him. Damn it. Okay. Sorry it's taking me so long. Just debating.
You're fine. Menuing takes a while.
Yeah. Well, part of the thing is I haven't even really put together exactly how I want to do my 3-player build at the moment. What do you mean, Linkinsky? If you mean from this, if you hit R1 from this menu, you go straight to here.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, the sorting is based on R3, which you can do there. And this is where I do all my materiating rather than just in a per-person thing. So, fire, lock up, item master.
Yeah, Tesla's actually correct. I believe it can lie dormant, actually. But thankfully it hasn't resurfaced in my case.
Where's provoke? Did I lose my provoke materia?
No, it's on one of Cloud's...
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep.
Kind of faded.
Admittedly, it's hard to see right now with the shades.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So, okay, so I'm set up with luck, first strike, fire, elemental attack, and item mastery. Cloud's got assess, of course. HP ups, ATB stagger, block, just block in general. He also has provoke and auto cure, so the two the two gambit materials. She's got magnify, heal, ice, MP up, and prayer. So that means I have ice damage, fire damage, and that's it. But I'm pretty well set up otherwise. I think I'll stick with that, honestly. I should probably make sure that they all have these, which they do. Liberated Phoenix is awesome.
Technically, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Thank you very much, Liberated Phoenix. Very much appreciate the sub. And I'll put that towards Yakuza Kiwami.
Yes, you can auto-cure without cure equipped. It's a separate thing.
Yep.
And it's a very useful materia, because it's literally... I believe it's no MP, no cure materia required. It's just, you hit low, cure.
As much as I hate to disagree, I think it does use up MP. Let me double check.
Does it?
Well, will not activate if the character does not have enough ATB charges and MP. The catch is it only uses cure. I'm not sure which level of cure. I'm not sure if it's a scaling cure.
Yeah, I believe it's scaling, because I used that materia throughout, and it remained useful.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
And yeah, it requires your HP to be in the red.
Yeah.
Now, ladies, listen up. I'm sure you're still feeling a bit woozy, but tonight's audition's about to begin.
Oh, hey, the torture chamber's still here. I mean, the torture slab.
Come on, ladies,
Mhm.
let's hustle.
I honestly was worried they were going to get rid of it.
All right, guys.
With,
let's do this.
Some implements.
Do you want to do this?
Nice guy, really.
Oh yeah, definitely. He is so charming.
No, the X series is separate from anything Star Wars related.
Oh, scales off your magic stat. Interesting.
Okay, my beautiful ladies, time to line up for the dawn.
Quick, based just on the outfit, who do you pick? Not the person, not the personality, just the outfit.
You look kind of familiar.
Aerith.
We haven't met before, have we?
Mm-mm.
Whatever. All right, y'all good to go? Then let's do this thing. Introducing Wall Market's most eligible bachelor, the
This
one
weekend.
and only.
I see a lot of people with good taste, and I see a lot of people with bad
Lady.
taste in the chat.
And no one's picking Cloud.
I saw one Cloud.
I didn't see it. So, okay, no talking. I want to hear this guy.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, yeah, that's him. Tell me to that.
Whichever one shall I pick?
Oh, my God.
Oh. Shall I pick you? Or maybe you? Yeah. Oh yeah! I've got it! I've got it! Today's bride-to-be is...
Today's?
And tomorrow's, or the day after's, if the dawn takes a shine to you.
Pathetic.
Huh? Hey, which one of you said that? Was it you? Ooh, you got a mouth on you. I'm gonna enjoy breaking it in. Today's lucky lady is the Big Bone Girl. Huh? Ooh. Still playing hard to get? I can dig it. Oh, yeah. The leftovers are all yours. Yeah!
Now Tifa beats the crap out of them.
Y'all coming with me.
Finally.
Cloud is apparently fat.
Don't be shy, little kitten. Shimmy on over and give Daddy some sugar.
It does kind of sound like Hamill right there. Because that was the line from the trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're even cuter than I thought.
Back off.
Ooh! This kitten's got claws! I love it!
Okay, this is really well done, and I like this. How is this nincompoop in power?
Good question.
Is this a he's not actually in power kind of situation? And
I
like,
mean, well, spoilers.
Yeah.
What was that?
Don't you worry your pretty little head. Just a picture to preserve the moment.
He literally has more jiggle physics than Tifa.
Don't do anything.
Yes, that's right. This is Braun's secret husband or father or whatever.
Raise me more.
Hey, yo, fellas.
Meanwhile,
We got guests.
I guess we're seeing both sides this time.
Crack it entertaining.
Wow, what a dump.
Courtesy of the ever-generous Don Corneo himself. Never forget, the Don provides.
Yeah.
Good day! Oh!
We kill them now. Please?
Get to it.
I would love to play as Tifa.
I guess I'm good to go whenever.
No, seriously, I would, because I love playing as Tifa. She's my favorite combat. And just the idea of beating the ever-living crap out of them in that outfit actually appeals to me right now.
How about you, Tifa?
4 guys between us. Okay, let's not keep Cloud waiting.
Unfortunately, I can't assess, so...
Wait. I know you. The Colosseum.
Oh, it gets better.
That first hit was to the junk, if you missed that.
Good job, Eric.
Oh, I didn't actually get to beat the crap out of them myself. Sadness.
I mean, wouldn't you be a righteous
Andrea
man?
filled me in on the situation. I come bearing gifts and gear. I'll do what I can to clean this up. Just finish the job.
Thank you.
Yeah, Leslie's one of my favorite side characters.
Okay, let's go rescue Cloud.
Corneo's room, right?
It's okay, we got a Molotov cocktail. It's better than having a hyper in your bedroom, my goodness.
Better hurry.
Although, that was always a nice little gameplay and story integration moment, I thought.
I'd love to have some quality time with girls like that. Bet they're going at it right now.
That is technically true.
You're nothing special.
Here it comes. Mind backing off a bit?
That's the way to do it.
Oh, yep. Yeah, no scan still on Cloud. Shrug.
I think these guys are all Corneo lackeys anyway, so
yeah.
What are you doing?
Peekaboo.
To the rejects.
Mother.
It's over.
You bastard.
I love playing as Diva.
yeah, no kidding.
I mean, the combat's been decent overall, but like that's she and her combat style easily push it up into positive. Would you stop donating? Damn it!
Oh Lord, did you oh my gosh, what is that? $100 just today?
Yes, it is. That's why I'm freaking out. Did I what? Sorry.
Did you set your new limit bricks?
Yes, I did actually. Although I didn't get a new one for her. Thank you, Crazy as and or Sears Naughty. Thank you very, very much. Very much appreciate, sir. And or madam. Thank you.
I'm grateful too. I just don't bow.
Yeah, bowing's my thing. I do it in real life too. You can ask my friends. I've been doing it since I was pretty young. I don't actually know where I picked it up from. It just kind of became a thing at some point. I also have a little pseudo salute, which I learned from my grandfather. Great-grandfather, excuse me. Oh, and I put that towards dealer's choice.
Don't stop! Tell me what
You
a bad
depraved
boy I
bastard.
am! Yes, I am! Here I come, baby! Hey, who the hell gave you permission to do this?
Your dedication will be rewarded.
Thank you, Mr. Red, very much. And
your dedication will be rewarded.
Whoa, that's the wrong button. Holy crap. I'm not even sure what happened there. Hang on, let's pull that back up. Let's pull that back up. Let's pull that back up. Let's minimize everything by accident. There we go. There will be dedications rewarded as soon as Cloud beats the crap out of him. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Donation. That is to say, Mr. Red. You didn't tell me what you want to put it towards, so it's so strange. Thank you very much, Javan. Very much appreciate, sir, as usual. Thank you. And I'll put that towards hit on. And crosscode.
Money for lore, not racks. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
And thank you very much for supporting Rax, Colin Paluzzo. Very much appreciated. I will put that towards Rax. This is his first game. Okay.
One of you get in here and teach this bitch some manners!
Okay, we're here.
Sorry, but your boys had to learn some manners too.
What the?
Cloud, your clothes!
I like that because he's taking off the dress and then that's what we see of it is his reaction.
So you're a man, huh?
Even better.
What are you three up to?
We'll ask the questions. Like, why'd you have men in Sector 7 asking about Avalanche?
Huh? Don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but does anyone else picture this room just smelling really excessively of bad potpourri?
Yes.
Let's try again. Why did you have men in Sector 7 asking about Avalanche? Spill the beans, or...
I'll cut him off.
All right, I'll talk. Some guy with a gun for an arm. I was paid to find him.
Paid by who?
I can't tell you that. They'd hunt me down like a dog.
Well, you better. 'Cause if you don't...
I'll rip him off.
This is great.
It was the director of public security, Heidegger. It was Heidegger.
Shinra! And what were they planning?
Some things are better left unsaid, you know?
See, I'm not so sure they are. Better keep talking.
Or I'll smash them.
That's a perfect interpretation of the original.
Agreed.
All right, you got me. I could never say no to a sexy girl. Since Avalanche blew up 2 reactors, Shinra's decided they ought to stamp them out, home base and all. And I mean stamp out. By targeting the support pillar and blowing it up.
The pillar?
Did I stutter? The plate will come crashing down.
That's what I'm
It'll
saying,
be
John.
Sector 6
It's
all
very
over again.
faithful.
I'm sure you've been there and seen the wreckage for yourself. So you know exactly what Sector 7's gonna look like.
They wouldn't.
Come on, guys. We gotta go.
Before you do,
No.
please, this won't take long. As everyone knows, villains only divulge their plans in a certain situation. But what is that situation?
Should we answer straight, guys?
No, definitely not.
Oh, too late.
Oh, I'm sorry. Time's up.
Wow.
The answer lies in the sewers. Enjoy the sights and smells.
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. All right, guys. It's time to go make an omelet. Sir, once again, I don't actually know what you're referencing. Hey, it's my office.
Are we on schedule?
The Turks are on top of it. Yes, there will be no delays.
Please, Mr. President.
Reeve!
I am asking you to reconsider. No, begging.
The Sector 7 Undercity is home to more than 50,000...
Director Twisty.
At least let us issue a warning, sir.
The stench of the director's cowardice fills the room yet again.
Reeve. Progress requires sacrifice.
Sorry about that.
Learn to live with it.
Rax had a trapdoor green screen. Yes.
Heidegger is definitely Malik. Reeve is Reeve.
Mm-hmm.
They did a really good job with Reeve in the abridged.
Yeah, they did.
You know why I like the abridged? It's not because it's funny, because actually its jokes usually don't land for me. It's when it's serious that they actually work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the...
No, President Shin was a good man. He's here to protect you. To save you from the threat. Okay, who do I go for first? Tifa or Eris? That's a dumb question. Or one two of.
This actually does affect something. I'm not going to spoil it, but it will.
Well, I already picked Tifa.
Fair enough.
This actually does something in the original, too, for those of you who don't remember. Who you talk to first gives you one relationship value with them.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get back to the slums right now.
Yeah.
I'll actually bring it back up when it becomes
I
relevant.
didn't want to drag Aerith into all this.
She'll understand.
How do you two know each other?
I saved her. She saved me. Round and round it goes.
And that's all there is to it. Sure there isn't something else going on?
Tifa.
Damn it.
No, now it's boss time. I actually forgot to turn the diff up. I was going to. Oh well.
I really like what they did with apps in the remake.
Well, so far all the bosses have been quite well done. All two of them.
Did he go?
You bet! Bring it on!
What? No, I want to be... Actually, I do want to do this.
Watch yourself!
My turn.
There it is. Abzu. Sorry. Foya. I already knew that.
I think the releases will be fast.
Good luck. I'll take care of him.
Let's do
That
this.
wasn't nice.
Deal with that.
Okay, let's go. That wasn't nice. Take that. Gotcha.
Ooh, there was something else I wanted to do. Yeah, that's what there was.
Come on, one more shot.
Yeah, 2 to 2.5 years is my prediction too for subsequent parts. Like just having the engine and the main characters and everything like that all already done
Let me teach him a lesson.
is a huge boon in their favor.
This one's for you.
Now's our chance.
Strike hard and fast.
So, that's something I've suspected before. The HP hard locks at phase transitions.
Yep.
I hit him for several thousand, and his HP stopped dead at 50%. So here's everyone's favorite summon. Oh, Tifa's amazing. Like, she is easily the best combat in this game, IMO.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Bring it!
And it just makes me wonder, what are they going to do with Red? What are they going to do with Sid? What are they going to do with Vincent, especially?
Well, we know that we've actually talked a lot on this channel about how to make a Dragoon combat style work in ARPG. They've got a lot of possibility to work with that, so here's hoping.
Stay back! There! I'll be fine.
Now, see, I don't necessarily think Fat Choco is the best summon, but that's only because I haven't seen Bahamut.
What is it? Bahamut 3, Bahamut 18, Bahamut X Rex, Bahamut Hearts 3.
Bahamut Hearts 3 Mind. Crisis Bahamut, Advent Bahamut, Dirge Bahamut.
Not over yet. That's it!
Yeah, exactly, Max Time. Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually probably the first game I've seen ARPG Dragoon gameplay really done well. And, yeah, I think there's a lot of potential over my ass. Koopopo! Koopo! Round 2. Cutscene round. Trying really hard not to make a Kool-Aid Man joke.
There it goes.
Do you think it lives down here, or...?
It was probably Corneo's pet. And we were dinner.
Hey, you don't believe that crazy story of his, do you?
Yes, I do.
Shinra wouldn't sacrifice a whole sector just to take out Avalanche, would they?
Yes, they would.
Destroying part of the city? Killing all those people just to get at us?
No. Tifa. You're overestimating your own importance. No insult intended, but Shinra doesn't actually care about you.
Yeah, no.
That's the really messed up part.
They're just trying to send a message.
Like, this Shinra is clearly not having the same mentality as I've talked about several times that the original Shinra had. This is just, no, this is another Tuesday. We'll just do this to make sure everyone's nice and on our side. After all, look at the horrible thing Avalanche did. Good thing Shinra's here for you.
I don't know. Is Corneo the kind of guy who'd make up shit just to screw with you?
I wouldn't put it past him.
But
Yes.
if he was telling the truth...
But that's beside the point.
And there's still a chance he was, isn't there? Then we should go. And if it turns out he was lying, then so what? Right?
Tifa!
As I say...
I knew it. These tunnels are all connected.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure we can use these tunnels to make our way back to Sector 7. The sewers under Sector 6 and 7 should be connected. If you get in trouble, just follow the stench.
Another one of those lessons?
An avalanche thing, actually. We use them to move around the Undercity, in emergencies.
Sure we're not lost?
Positive. There should be a big waterway just up ahead. Let's find that first. Lead the way.
So I was going to say, originally this was literally one screen, followed by the train section. So I'm predicting this will be 17 hours and 34 minutes before we get to the train section.
I don't necessarily think it's that long, but they do expand it quite a bit.
Well, yeah, we have to have a sewer level. Duh! Oh, sorry. That's weird. Oh, whatever. Assess.
I got your number.
Get him!
Don't overdo it.
I got this. I'm coming. All set. Go on. Keep it up. And we're safe.
I mean, I could let them do that, Plutonia. I don't think that would be a good move.
Yeah. I don't actually know if they can reduce damage like that in this one.
Best sewer level in gaming? I get that question a lot, actually, and every time I just have trouble coming up with sewer levels that are good.
Yeah.
I'm sure, I know they exist, but they're so rare.
My first inclination is to say Half-Life 2, because Root Canal is actually a really decent chapter.
I'd actually agree with that. Baldur's Gate 2, Beholders. That's my answer to that. Beholders. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, I'm not talking about the vehicle section of Half-Life 2. I'm talking about the section from when you get the crowbar to where you get the airboat.
Chrono Trigger had a sewer level, which was literally 2 screens. I'm not sure how much that counts. Of course, I guess a lot of SNES RPGs, most dungeons are one screen or 2 screens, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oblivion? Actually, all joking aside, Oblivion has several good sewer sections underneath the Imperial City. It's funny because, as I pointed out when we were doing the lore run, some of the level design, the better level design in Oblivion is some of the stuff that's in the Imperial City. You can tell they put more time and effort into that than everything else in the game. It's another thing that's probably going to be a negative, by the way, when we review Oblivion. Because good loud. Fallout?
Maybe I'm weird. I don't remember any sewer levels in Fallout.
3 had a couple, which weren't really that great.
Well, yeah, I know the train tunnels. I know the subway tunnels, but I don't know.
No, Blighttown is, in terms of style and theme, Blighttown's more a swamp.
Yeah.
Which is a different style.
The depths, though, is actually a sewer level, and I'd say that's
Yeah, I'll give you that. Xenogears had the worst sewer level. I mean, I don't know if it's the worst, but I'm kind of with you on that. Scanned, yep.
See ya! Gotcha! That's that.
That it?
I don't remember the design of the Necropolis that well to really talk about it, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played Fallout 1.
I can't even remember the last time I played. I played Fallout 2 for Rumination.
Well, I go back to Fallout 2 rather regularly.
See ya! Gotcha! Yeah! Watch yourself. I'll take care of him.
I got this.
Come on. Get it off quick before he dies. I should probably take this, Okay, fine.
So it's my turn?
I should probably get the elemental attack material off now. Although I do want to keep leveling elemental and fire. We've almost got Firaga. Holy moly.
Elemental works with poison, yeah? Do you have a poison material?
I think it does. In the original, it didn't. But I think it's an actual poison now. Or an actual element, excuse me. You remember when you could do it with healing and just gain magic def?
Yeah, no kidding.
I actually thought about that earlier when I was setting up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. That. Nope, that. And that. Down.
Lore is in the sewers after Don Corneo's mansion. Poison is non-elemental. Okay. Yeah, I know poison works with some of the blue materia, but the way that works, it's hard to keep track of which does which.
Yeah. I appreciate the effort, Tree Whisperer. Hello, Kex. The big rule is really obvious, don't be a dick, but we are trying to keep a little bit on the down low with regards to spoilers when
For
it comes
both
to...
remake and original FF7.
And you're probably thinking, but it's a 20-year-old game. Well, yeah, but it's...
There are people in this chat who have not played Final Fantasy VII.
Plus, in addendum to that, I've started thinking this more and more. Like, my niece hasn't played FF7, right? Like, we're at the point where a new generation of gamers has really started to get into things, and they haven't played this stuff yet.
Exactly.
So, basically, just use your head and try to keep it within the range of where we're at in the game. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty chill here. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I never agree with the age argument for spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, I have never played... God, I'm trying to think of something significant that I haven't played. Baldur's Gate 2.
There
I've
you
never
go.
played Baldur's Gate 2.
So I'm not going to tell him about how it was actually a sled in Baldur's Gate 2, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, really, it really does boil down to that same core rule. That'd be a dick. That's all. Be cool here. I really hate to do this, but I think I'm just going to leave Fire on her. I really want to get it to Fyraga range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see... Be cool, guys. Lore cool. I apologize, Maverick. I shouldn't have even mentioned it. We were discussing sewer levels, and it didn't even occur to me. Well, door's locked. We have no possible way of getting through this. Hang on. Could you hold my giant sword for a second here? It's just really... we got me stretch my back. All right, give me my giant sword back. All right, let's go.
If only we had a key that could unlock any door.
If like a key blade of some sort, that would be fun. We're stopping today at the same time we always do, but for those of you who are new, we stop at 7 p.m. EST. That is, at this moment, about, looks like an hour and 43 minutes from now.
40 minutes, yeah. You're hyping me up to play it, Tigzar. Which I don't necessarily need because my backlog is already massive as is.
It's really dark. I'm sure we'll be fine. Come on. Hey, Cloud. Assuming Corneo was telling us the truth, what do you think Shinra's really up to? I mean, they've got to have an endgame. But I can't imagine what it is. Destroying a whole chunk of the city just to get back at us doesn't make any kind of sense.
Yeah, I can't imagine any way they could profit from it. It's gonna cost them a fortune to rebuild.
Corneo's lying. He's gotta be. Guys like him do it all the time out of habit.
It would be nice if Corneo was lying here, but no. Yes, they are, actually, Kex. So I put the VODs up all in one bundle, so this game's VODs are not up yet. However, if you type in !review or !score or like 15 other commands, a link to the current document will pop up where we're keeping track of individual ones. Individual positives and negatives. Now that's always for the current run. If you want to see the old stuff, you're going to have to type in !archive.
Here, let me help you guys out.
Everyone always makes fun. Everyone makes fun when I mention that we have... I think we're actually up to 18 separate commands for that stupid thing now. And everyone's like, let's come up with other dumb ones, because they're dumb! Sorry. I don't actually mean that. You guys are awesome. But seriously. The hell, guys. What do we got? Camera. Oh, God, camera. Oh, my God. There we go. Okay.
Oh,
That's a power generator, all right.
Wow, talk about ancient.
It's an antique. Older than the Mako reactors, even. It'd be a miracle if it still works.
I'm sorry. I'm just reminded of... Aren't you going to wash your hands? Nope. 'Cause I'm evil. Okay. Wait. Google Docs is... I mean, if... I guess Google Docs probably does require cookies, because it's Google. I got nothing for that, sorry. That's just Google.
Hey, would you look at that?
And let there be light.
Locked up tight.
Okay, that he could probably push through.
But not if we use the skeleton key Jesse made.
It's actually a bomb.
Huh. Does this mean it's in the water?
We'll see.
Wait a second. So Jesse made a skeleton key, and yet they can't go open that gate from before?
No.
Try to stay behind me.
I mean, come on, man. Think. Think. It's made of metal. You can't break metal.
Oh, exactly. Oh my gosh.
Great. I probably shouldn't snark so much. Oh, I didn't even get to combo there. It would actually be hysterical for Sora to be here, because not only does he have the Keyblade, but he can jump, so he just like, oh, okay. And we're like, what? And Cloud's like, oh, I can't go over there. Why not? Well, there's a wall in the way. And Sora's on the other side. He's like, look, Cloud, jump, 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 jump. And Cloud's like, you don't understand. I can't do that. I cannot get ye Flask. Forsooth.
Give me your all. This one's for you. See you around.
While we're discussing logical inconsistencies, why would Shinra tell Don Corneo the plan to drop the Sector 7
That's
plate?
a really good question. I've actually wondered that since the original. Let's see if it's on now. Nope, still locked. Okay, whatever. Oh god, Sora, that would be even funnier. Sora's like, no problem, and he goes to jump, and like his feet are literally glued to the ground. He's like, ugh, ugh. What gives? Donald, Goofy, can you do this? Oh gosh, Sora, I can't seem to leave the ground at all. Yuck.
Oh my god.
Riku! He just says that randomly. There's no reason. He just... No. Riku shows up. I'm afraid you have to give yourself to the darkness to leave the ground, Sora.
Well, see, this game has way better dialogue than any Kingdom Hearts game ever does, so Sora would magically be way better at communicating.
That's true. That's true.
And we're safe.
I'm just suddenly picturing this entire dialogue chain of what Sora has to do to believe in himself and his friends to jump. Like, I can actually picture it in my head, the whole scene.
Did Nojima write any Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, he wrote Kingdom Hearts 1 and I think 2?
I think you're right.
Do I think that's logical?
In this game? No, I'm sorry.
No, the thing he posted before. I believe he told Corneo that because Corneo, scroll back up, is essentially the ruler of the slums. It'll be his job to keep all the people satisfied and blind to the hardship, and perhaps even to support Shinra.
So do I think Heidegger, I want to stress this real quick, Heidegger would have told Corneo or anybody that?
God, no. I don't think President Shinra would have told anybody that.
Yeah, fair. Now, Reeve might have.
Well, yeah, duh. Actually, no, that's,
That is interesting to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, what do we just get? Star Shower. I want that attack. Have I finished? Oh, I finally got Dive Kick. Finally. Okay, so I still want to learn Overpower. Oh god, I'm nowhere with her. Her attacks take forever to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Heidegger is an idiot, so he might have gloated unintentionally, but I can't see him doing it deliberately, basically. Well,
I can't see Palmer doing it, honestly.
We don't know Palmer's personality in this one. At least not yet, not where I'm at.
Yeah, fair enough.
So he could be, who knows? He could be trying to buy one space for all we know. Actually, I don't want to level this. What am I doing? Screw this glove. Screw these gloves. We're done with them. Oh, yep, there's that level up. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the people who are not in your party gain full exp and weapon SP.
Yeah, I really like that.
That is a good move. He did pursue a B-girl around a table with the net, but all that means is he's a hornball.
Mm-hmm.
Horning all the time.
That's terrible, Lofia.
All in favor of banning Lofia from the Lore Walkers forever for that terrible, terrible joke. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Let's go and grab these really quick.
Well, it's definitely an astronomical unit cubed, J. Maria Graywall.
So it looks like this is actually the caster one. So let's see what the feathered gloves have. No, it's not his love for Kairi, it's his love for Riku.
Love doesn't exist in Kingdom Hearts. It's only friendship. Except for Riku.
That's actually fair. Everyone tries to ship in Kingdom Hearts, but it just stops happening. It's never been a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, thinking. Let's go with this one.
How dare you think?
I try to think quickly. It is my job to be entertaining, after all. And nobody wants to see a viewer just sit here, or a player just sitting here going,
KH3 kind of disagrees with me. Yeah, I know. That's the funny part.
No comment. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, 5 minutes of anime grunts. Huh? Whoa. And then chat murders me. Where am I going? Right.
Yeah, that way.
I think.
No, not that way. That way. The other way.
But okay, cool.
No, turn around.
But okay. Go on this way.
You're going north. I know
You did
that.
mention it was in the water, but I haven't seen any water.
You drained the water.
Yeah. This is why we're gonna try something real quick. Release the river. I don't think you're aware of being a Cyberman. Correct me if I'm wrong. Question mark.
No, you are.
Okay, well then I don't know which would be worse. Because that would be the big thing for the Borg, because you're fully cognizant and aware as a Borg.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of slowly develop an extremely massive form of PTSD as you are no longer in control of your own body for years or forever.
And for me,
I won't lose.
see, the Cyberman part of that kind of hinges on which kind of Cyberman.
Everyone, hang in there. Ha! Finish him off.
Scan.
Moving on then.
I've already skinned those, but okay.
I'm only repeating it from the chat, so...
Are Borgs consistent on that? Actually, yeah. Of all the many problems at the Borg, they're pretty consistent on how messed up being a Borg is.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't think you would be able to process being a Borg until you're out of the collective.
That is certainly an interesting question to have, since, I mean...
Wasn't that the entire point of Hugh, for example?
Well, I was going to say, not only that, but we do see several people who have been Borg for a while, who are then separated from the collective, and they don't take it well.
Yeah. I mean, VII was really screwed up for a while.
Oh, yeah. I would say being a Strog is probably worse right up until they insert the brain chip. For those of you not aware, Strog conversion refers to... Yeah. It's in Quake 2, by the way. Or Quake series in general.
Quake 4 actually shows Strogification.
From first person.
Yeah. It's horrifying.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they just kind of strap you down and then convert you. Mm-hmm. You know, no anesthesia, no nothing. Just, here you go, have fun. And then they put a brain chip in you and take over you.
Yeah.
So up until like I said, up until the brain chip part, it probably sucks.
You can feel all of it, yeah.
And then you're fine. So I'd say that's probably the least bad of the three. Come on. There we go. Thank you for watching my show, Loner. And I will go ahead and put that towards Homeworld Cataclysm. It's extremely dumb, Night Forager.
No, they do not look pretty near his ass.
Yeah. No, it's immensely dumb. They should probably put in the brain chip first. The only reason they don't put in the brain chip first is so that you can be a strong with free will. It's pure plot convenience.
Yeah.
Everyone should watch the strong scene so you can understand how good you have it in real life. You never have to go through that. You didn't need those limbs, did you?
And yes, you're aware of the head crab process throughout all of it, too.
Yep, even after.
Mm-hmm.
It worked!
Although the degree to which you have the ability to be anything other than a mindless animal at that point is debatable.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, you're not dead and you're still aware.
Yeah, and you can feel it digging into your skull.
Least painful? Borg. Easy answer. It takes seconds, and all you feel is just the thing spreading through your veins, and then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Just...
Wait a minute. I know this place. Sector 7 should be just on the other side of this waterway.
So this is where Sector 6 ends.
And where Sector 7 begins. Once we cross over, we can start looking for a way back to the surface.
Might be harder than you think.
Let's just try to make our way down this tunnel. See if we can't use those gates to clear a path. We can do this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty sure Tifa could make that jump. And don't mistake me, that's a long jump. Like, you know, all superhuman jokes aside, that's insane. But I think Tifa could make that, and I know Cloud
With a
could.
running start, absolutely, yeah.
Eris could absolutely not. So I get it. I'll make fun this time. Or will I? The make fun of runner emerges. Wait, I already have that one? Ah, never mind, whatever. Back to killing them.
Now.
Or falling asleep.
Finally.
See you around.
Cloud could throw her. Yeah. It also depends on how deep that water is. I mean, granted, they don't want to go in that water, and I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah. Imagine if Eris was still in her dress. Where is her dress? Eris, where'd you put that? Don't ask questions. Okay. Yeah, sewage is sewage. I've never actually been into a sewage pipe, but I have been at several sewage treatment facilities.
Mm-hmm. I've been to one. It is...
Nothing prepares you. Nothing prepares you for that.
No.
Yikes. There's no canon weight. I mean, I would imagine several of these characters are actually pretty light. Eris probably weighs about as much as my arm. Okay, slight exaggeration.
I can't stay awake.
And we're safe.
But I would legitimately believe that Eris is at least a third my weight.
Mm-hmm.
Try to stay by.
Is tiny. Tifa, I'm not so sure, because that's like solid muscle there.
Getting really sleepy.
I can help too. I'm just so tired.
What's with the giant swords / weapons in JRPGs / anime?
Swords are cool, yo.
That's a complicated question.
No, it's not. Swords are cool, yo.
He's asking about, like, what's the cultural scene?
Oh, okay. That's a lot longer. You're right. I mean, cool factor is a relevant thing, and there's nothing wrong with cool factor within reason.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Actually, where did that start? FF7 didn't start that, I know that.
I don't think... The FFs in general didn't start that. Like, FF7 is the first FF to have a giant sword.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when Berserk came out.
Berserk came out in the 80s. giant swords. I know giant swords exist in real life. I'm talking about like.
Okay, look. I just got to dispel the rumor. There is no such thing as giant swords in real life, all right?
Okay.
Nobody has giant 30-pound swords in real life, okay?
JRPGs, since basically Final Fantasy I, I'd say. Maybe even a little bit before that, because Dragon Quest is a little bit weird in that regard. They've always been anime-inspired, right? We can all agree on this. This is why I'm saying, hey, these two are kind of hand in hand. Which is why, real life doesn't really factor into that for me.
So... Oh no, this isn't that large, but this is a large sword. This is a bastard sword. This is intended to be a two-handed weapon. And speaking of which, now I gotta say thank you again. Please stop giving me money. Thank you very, very much for your support.
See, my first thought is actually Berserk, because, yeah, Guts' sword is massive.
It could be the codifier, as I use the terminology.
Yeah, it might be.
I'm sorry, I was just reading Crazy Mahdi's comment there. Thank you very, very much for your thoughts and comments. I'm glad that you've been enjoying the Streaminations. I'm glad you've been enjoying my show for the last 5 years at this point. Oh, I know, Dream Whisperer, this is not a real sword. This is a heavy sword. This is actually heavier than it should be, because this is a solid chunk of Doom iron, and it's designed to be fancy and fanciful. It's not actually designed to hurt someone. I mean, I could totally kill someone with this, but, not in the traditional way.
Mm-hmm.
That would involve a bonk on the head kind of a situation. And I'll put that towards dealer's choice. As soon as I find the thing to do it. There we go.
Speaking of weapons, what's your guys' personal choice of weapon you would use?
Scythe.
Spear.
You don't have to be a Dragoon, man. You can stay off brand, I swear.
They're versatile.
Fair. Actually, spears are a good weapon, yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you actually analyze it, there's a reason that they've
I don't think so.
endured for so long.
Oh yeah, no, spears are great in real life. In fact, it's actually been a common thing that we on this show have made fun of, that spears are usually underutilized and represented in fiction.
Yep.
Because, holy crap, spears are ridiculous. Maces are another big one.
Yeah.
Although, ironically, probably the best JRPG to really use maces properly, in my opinion, is Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. Now, some people in chat are going to be like, huh?
Yeah, no, the Keyblade is...
It's a
sort of
mace.
swings it like a mace.
It's a mace. The styles of attack he uses, that's a mace.
Mm-hmm.
He does not wield that thing like a sword.
All right. Now we should be able to get across.
Yeah, the spear and shield is like the weapon of medieval conquest. Well, not necessarily medieval conquest, but like Greek and Roman conquest, I should say.
I was going to say, the Greco usage of that thing went on for a long time.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stop thinking about what Corneo said.
I wouldn't necessarily call that ancient, but yeah, I think of ancient as even further back.
Fair.
Me too.
It's gotta be a trick. There's no way they'd go that far. But what if
classically
Corneo
right.
really
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm
telling
going
the
for.
truth? We have to get there in time to stop it. We have to.
Right.
Aerith, what are you not telling me?
Huh?
Guys, come on. We gotta keep moving.
Coming.
Also, 2009. I'm going to keep saying that every time something makes me think in either of those directions.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't Eris go first? Like, she is the least martially capable of the three.
On my way.
Yeah.
No offense to her, but Tifa's a mega badass, and Cloud's Cloud. Like, no joke, what she's doing right now, that's actually pretty difficult. I actually kind of like that it's taking her so much time and effort compared to the other two.
Almost there. Aerith!
Jump!
That was close.
Thanks, you saved me.
Least I could do.
Hear that, Cloud?
Shrug.
Come on.
It was Aethera. They even showed in this game that she's not really all that great at this kind of thing. Like when she fell from the roof.
Yeah.
How good a fighter was Cloud before? Well, not to spoil too much, because I already mentioned that, but not very good at all.
Yeah, no, he was...
It has been argued that the only reason he is as good as he is here is purely Genova.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, everything else is just background to that.
Yeah.
Still thinking about the plate?
Yeah.
The future isn't set in stone. That's what I always tell myself.
Yeah? I hope you're right.
How about this then? Think of something fun. After saving Sector 7, you're gonna...
I'm gonna... go shopping. Topside. I'll buy stuff for the bar. Decorations, coasters.
Can I come?
You'd better.
Then it's a date.
If your spear breaks, then you have a staff.
Yeah.
He'll be our pack chocobo.
What was that about me?
Nothing.
Huh?
Huh? No way!
Come on, Tifa!
Well, that's a thing.
Cloud! Hold on tight!
If your staff breaks, you have an American company.
1, 2, 3.
Your dedication will
Too true.
That's another 2-layer joke.
Sorry about that.
No need to be.
Did you know F5 in Notepad puts a timestamp wherever you hit F5?
I did not know that.
I didn't either, but I keep hitting F5 to see who donated. And I keep having the Notepad equipped, and then Ginger Ninja keeps being insane. Don't worry, no spoilers right now, Ginger Ninja, except for it was a sled! Thank you, Arathrabo. I very much appreciate your support, sir. As always, thank you. I put that towards Age of Decadence. I was actually thinking of you a bit earlier, Ginger Ninja. Not in a weird way. I was doing your lines in the theater, and I was making sure to do your credits scene. Because I'm doing something pretty special for the credits, which is going to take forever, but I think it's going to turn out well, so I'm going to keep going with it. You guys will see. You guys will see. Thank you very, very much, Ginger Ninja. Now, are you sure you want to put all of that to KOTOR 2? KOTOR 2 is pretty high on the list already. If you want to be more efficient, you could split it up. Yeah, KOTOR 2 is pretty high up there, but it's up to you. I haven't even started yours, Maverick, and there's actually a specific reason why. Put simply, there's too many people who I'm not 100% sure they're going to be doing their roles yet. I've done all the credits that I can reasonably do until... because all those people are set in stone. Everyone else might get a new role or might lose a role. So I don't want to move forward too much. I'm going to wait on Ginger Ninja here real quick so I don't spoil anything other than the fact that it was his sled. It's very simple, Ginger Ninja. I have a formula which actually puts out a factor called priority. Once priority hits 1,500, that means a run is locked in. No more donations can happen to it, right? If you go to the website right now, you'll notice that priority is actually one of the sort options you can do. Priority is a factor based off of two additional factors. One is the number of people putting interest into a run, and the other is the amount of money put into a run. Both are basically equally put in. However, more money and more donators both equal more priority. KOTOR 2 is admittedly kind of a weird one. There's, I think, 34 separate people who put money towards it, but it's actually quite low in terms of actual money put. as opposed to something like, say, Suikoden 2, which has tons of money and closer to like 6 people. Just want to verify, Ginger Ninja. The whole stream is waiting for you, Ginger Ninja. Everyone stares. I could try to be like Rude here. Go home, stay home. Okay, we can do that. That works. You got it.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, Zong hasn't shown up. He's been mentioned once.
No, not that.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
I mean that, but so this is purely a theory crafting question. Would it ruin the game if they went for Tifa and Aerith being an item, instead of having you as Cloud choose which to have a relationship with?
See, here's the thing. On the face of it, no, but the problem is I don't think they'd end up together.
Yeah.
And ignoring the obvious fact that their personalities clashing, which can be worked around, the fact is that, honestly, Tifa and Cloud really do just gel in a special way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they are an OTP.
Yeah.
You know? Or OTC, or whatever the term is. One true pairing. Yeah, I was right. My opinion. I'm not much into shipping, but yeah. I happen to be a champion of actual romance in games when I see it, and Cloud and Tifa.
But yeah, Song hasn't shown up yet either.
Please tell me OT3 is not a real phrase.
OT3? What?
3 people who are OTPs.
Oh, I have no idea.
I actually do agree with that, Kay, consequently. I know you mentioned that the other day, but I agreed completely. With your insane... I mean, brilliant thought process. I should probably save if there's a... right there. I can't imagine there's a boss fight up ahead.
I don't know what to do with that information, guys, but I'm having trouble processing it.
That reminds me. Let's go. Sorry, I became a sim for a second there. Where the heck is my steel material? There it is.
It's gone. I stole it.
That would be very apropos. Not really, Cax.
Not really, J-Man.
Or Cax, excuse me. This is definitely not an encounter room. Holy crap, it wasn't an encounter room. My world is upside down! The obviously encounter room was not an encounter room. Look, I didn't like the Futurama second movie. If you did, that's your business, Sierra Mike.
Easy.
Beast with 1,000 backs? Ugh.
Too late.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, you just didn't like it because you were a prude. Actually, it never made me laugh.
Too late.
Not even once. And a Futurama movie that doesn't make me laugh?
I don't think I've actually seen the Futurama movies.
The first one is good. The fourth one is amazing. That's my
I've
recommendations.
seen the whole series multiple times. I didn't even know the movies existed.
Oh yeah, for reference, and this is for all you guys at home too. The movies are independent of each other, so you could watch any 1 or 3 or 8 or whatever. There's only 4. However, in whatever order you want to, and it doesn't matter. That being said, I do recommend 1 and 4. Agreed, Harriet. The third was just kind of there. It didn't really make me laugh, but it also wasn't blah.
Compared to us, at least.
People will be using this.
You watching? Keep it up.
The second movie is awful. In addition to not making me laugh at all, as I just mentioned, the second movie actually is just kind of blah at several points.
Oh, the movies were broken up into episodes? Interesting.
I didn't know that. Beast with a Billion Backs is the second film. Into the Wild Green Yonder, I believe, is the fourth film. I don't remember what the first one's called. And the third one's a D&D pun. I don't remember what it's called either. The only one I actively advise you to avoid is Beast with a Million Backs. Bender's Big Score, that was the first one. And then Bender's Game is the third one. Yeah, let me just go ahead and tell you the main overall plot of the second film. So there's an extra-dimensional alien, which is actually heaven, and it decides to mate with this entire universe simultaneously.
What? I mean, I know it's Futurama, but what?
Yeah, even for Futurama, it was just kind of a, huh? For me.
Too late. Give him your all.
So long.
Every little bit. Finish him off. Come on.
That wasn't so bad.
What am I doing? This. Okay, so now we need to learn Focus Strike.
I gotta be honest, Sean, that sounds way crazier than even most animes I've seen.
And like I said, ignoring the obvious bleh aspects of the story, the cardinal sin was it just wasn't funny. To me. Always gotta add that.
Yeah, I'm typically pretty picky about my humor. Not my humor, but the humor I consume.
What conspires to fill a man's heart with neutrality, Jobin?
See, now Zap can never not be funny in my opinion.
Well, okay, I guess we'll do this. Yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but about 4 years ago I went back and rewatched Futurama 1 through whatever. All the shows, all the seasons. And it was really weird to me how much the first season did not make me laugh.
Yeah, it started off on a bad foot, in my opinion.
I mean, it had a lot of usual early installment weirdness, especially with Bender. But the whole time I was just like, this isn't funny. What is wrong with me? And then it started getting to the later stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, whew, okay, it's funny again. But it was really weird. Okay, so hang on. I want that item. I must get that item.
You mean the materia?
Most important element of warfare is surprise. Surprise! We don't know what they look like, what they sound like, their language, or their culture. However, we do know that they are against everything that you stand for. Also, they said you look like jerks! Yeah, Futurama is immensely quotable.
Yep.
Get back.
I can fight.
Double checking.
You know, it's how we're supposed.
You ready?
Yeah, I actually got turned around once in this series of movies.
One more shot.
I'm not turned around, I'm trying to get the blue.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, J Meister says he got lost here.
Yes, Kay, I did scan them. Thank you for checking. Okay, now I got turned around. I'll give you that. That was actually me being turned around right there. Yeah, the funny thing is, Futurama certainly makes me laugh plenty, but the reason Futurama really works for me is when it's serious.
Yeah.
Like, they know how to pull at your heartstrings very well. Almost disturbingly well. And that was warding. Oops, that's the wrong button. This is the one. What is warding? Huh.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. Literally all you have to say.
Ironically, that one didn't hit me that much, but There are plenty. Also, if I haven't sold you on watching the first movie yet, it follows through on the events of Jurassic Park.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make that a priority.
Oh, yeah, the late Philip J. Fry. That's a good one. That. Well, I'm not much of a pet person, or even a dog person, so probably why that would
Wiki, Bender's Big Score. Okay, yeah. They've all been adapted into episodes.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was actually... That's why I eyeballed it for a second, K, and then you'll notice I'm not even bothering to equip it.
Mm-hmm.
I have? A cat. She's been dead since about 2003.
I've been thinking about picking up a cat, actually.
Look, that must be the way out.
I wonder. There must be some way we can lower the water level.
Give me camera control. Jeez, game. Alright, time to drink the sewers dry. And then we all die of every disease in the world.
Guys, check it out. Seventh Heaven's water tank has something similar. I'm betting we can use this to control the sewage level.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
this part.
You want to give it a try?
This ought to drain the water. Right?
Yeah, I don't get why the false dichotomy between cats and dogs has occasionally been posited.
Yeah, like, I love dogs, and I love cats, and I'm just... okay.
Oh, and we're playing on easy, mostly for scheduling reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Although, as usual... Hang on.
Must be busted.
A red light indicates a blockage, apparently. We can use the hand pump to clear the blockage. Sounds about right. I remember having to do this at the bar before.
Alright. I'll...
Aerith, you mind giving me a hand? Cloud, you stay put. Keep an eye out for more red lights.
Wait, I'm not sure...
Trust me, this is the best way to handle it. We'll be back soon.
I mean, I play as Tifa anyway, so I'm down. Ahem. So, as I was trying to say, I've noticed a weird trend. If I'm ever actually playing on hard, or any proper difficulty, no one ever asks. The moment I turn anything down in any game, people are like, what difficulty is he on?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
This is not hyperbole. This actually is a thing. It's so strange. I got through all of Jedi Fallen Order on Master difficulty. No one ever even mentioned anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not even one note of anything. Just nope.
I mean, yeah, it is noticeable, but why is it...
So maybe this is a little different from the one at the bar. More...
Why is it notable?
Industrial?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, have Tifa open the valve. Have Aerith open the valve. Have Tifa work the pump. That's true. Jedi Fallen Order had proper difficulty. And really awesome difficulty, actually. Okay.
Here goes.
Try to stay in sync.
I thought about... In fact, I was actually on Grandmaster for quite a while on Jedi Fallen Order. And I realized just how arduous it was going to get. So I pulled it down to Master.
All good.
Yeah, I don't like this, this minigame, by the way.
Could have gone better.
Probably Revenstick. So I've tried to get her to release several times, and she hasn't. I'm guessing I'm just doing something wrong somewhere. Yeah, like, she will not release. I'm just jamming down, and she's just doing nothing.
Whoops. Keep calm.
Okay.
Every button. Nope, nothing.
Could have gone better.
Honestly,
stop within the red. But
oh, okay, hang on. I think I get it.
wait, that wasn't.
Spectacular.
I was trying to do it on the way up, not on the way down.
No.
That was my mistake.
Here goes.
Anyways, I would say a lot of the filler in this game is actually not great.
Yeah.
IMO. There is some decent filler. Legit.
Like, some of the side quests are okay, but, like, most of the mini games are not.
Yeah.
Try to stay in sync.
Like, this, for example, is not good filler, to be completely honest.
God, no. Okay, Whack-a-Box was fun, Kay.
Whack-a-Box was fun. I actually liked
side
Whack-a-Box.
quests being
Wonderful.
Okay, let's head back. Cloud's probably getting worried.
Dartboards was actually surprisingly fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm admitting that, but it was. I was into it. It wasn't just for the luck up material that I kept going with it.
Yeah.
The bike game was okay. Alright, Crazy Marty, I'm sending you to China, so you have a cap on how much money you can spend online.
Nicely done.
Is that 150 or 200 for
That's
the day?
200.
Oh my god.
Please stop. There's more important and more valuable things to spend money on than me.
You know, you're right. Let me log into my bank account.
No, please don't. God, please.
My entire stimulus check. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you, Crazy Marty. Thank you very, very much. Very much appreciate, sir. Please stop.
Oh, I'm sure we'll all be more objective a month from now, okay? But having talked with several people about their wildly diverging opinions on this game, I feel like I've got a fairly informed perspective so far.
I've been spending, like, obviously I have no one to talk to about this because I haven't finished it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been processing a lot in my head off camera, so we'll see where we go. Overall, is this game good or bad? Good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, while I am more than willing to make fun of, mock, and give negatives, this is a big net positive in my mind.
This is, in my opinion, the best Final Fantasy in about 15 years.
When did 12 come out?
2006. So 14 years.
I'm with you on that.
It might even be longer than that.
I really do. In fact, actually, fun enough, if you guys remember the reviews, we had the old ones, which didn't age well, 1, 2, and 3, and all of those were kind of bad in their own way. Then we had, immediately after that, we hit what I called the flawed classics, the flawed masterpieces, right? That was 10, 10, 2, and 12.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I'm kind of thinking this lines up with the flawed masterpiece category.
Yeah.
There's some great stuff here, and there's some aggravations here.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion.
We make a great team.
Go team!
Honestly, Atris, this is what FF13 should have been.
I liked FF15 too. So far I like this better. That's all.
Yeah, FF15 is a good game. It's just this is a great game.
Well, it didn't.
Heavily flawed game.
Yeah. Well, it didn't affect my score. FF15 did have that Dragon Age 2 proviso of massive behind-the-scenes problems in making.
Mm-hmm.
And
whereas this had a development shift, but that was it.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny what you can do when you don't have to worry about, having 11 months to make a game after 3 overhauls under the hood.
And a whole new engine.
And a new engine and terrible mismanagement of time and resources. And I'm a toad. Oh my god, I'm a toad! I can dodge I can attack as a toad! Look at it! Look at it! That's so great! Oh my god. I just staggered a guy as a toad. I enjoy that too much. That was awesome. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hang on. Hang on. I gotta give that an aggregate positive. That was just amazing.
Absolutely. But honestly, Joe Neutrino, even knowing what I know about the Spectres, I would still say this is the best Final Fantasy in about 14 years.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, someone clipped the toad. That was amazing. They even like separately animated the dodges and the attack because there's like this tongue attack. Anyways, I think we've already scanned these, and I am correct. So, and I'm playing the wrong character.
And
I'm
coming.
when you get toaded, your attacks are actually different per character.
Oh, nice.
Like Cloud will actually have his Buster Sword on his back, but he'll
Let's get serious.
he'll kind of attack like he would if he was still human.
By the way, I need to add this to a convenience feature while I'm thinking about it. What do I call it? Let's go just menu.
Oh yeah, no, the Spectres are a detriment to the story. I don't think their execution has been pulled off well at all. But I like... I'm not going to say much.
Yeah, let's not.
But overall, I do like the game.
So in case you missed what that is, and this is such a minor thing, but I always love paying attention to little things like that. So I have the menu open. If I decide to be like, hey, what's he weak to? Oh, he's weak to fire. I'm still in the menu. I could tell you at least 3 games. I can't think of their names right now, but I'm sure there's at least 3 games that don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. What am I doing? I'm doing this. And... Aw. Sure, whatever.
Come on, team.
I've got this.
Don't. Another. Too late.
See ya.
Worked up a good sweat.
Every now and again I've had someone say, so out of 10, what do you think of such and such? And I can't actually answer those questions. I just so don't think in the, 0 out of 10 concept anymore. I have no idea how to process that.
Same here.
Hope the pillar's not.
I mean, I've kind of ascribed an 8.5 or a 9 to this game, if I had
Take
to,
the lead.
but...
All set. That's it. Just go away. You ready? Go on. Bring it. Damn it.
I'm not going out like
There it is. So that was an 800 heal from the auto cure. I've been sitting on it, trying to get damage to see how much it would heal for, because I'm still curious about that. And by still, I mean I am no longer, because we have now solved it.
Finish him off. You're gonna feel this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way next time. If something irks me, I'll just say it irks me.
I mean, you guys know I have no problem mentioning when I don't like something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the destruction of Alexandria. Oh, I'm a cat. I'm a toad. I'm a toad. Ah.
Time to get serious. Hang back. I'll go on ahead and secure the exit.
Cloud!
Oh no, it's more enemies. In fairness, the Sahuagins are actually pretty mean.
Looks like they're hungry for more.
We're not delicious. Not even a little bit.
Objection!
Get going.
No. Okay.
You too.
But there's too many of them.
Not for me.
Hurry.
Last warning. Back off or die.
Soldier bolt! And then the Sahagins are mysteriously gone.
Huh?
So, train graveyard.
Understood. The Avalanche mission's been approved. We ought to proceed as planned.
This is bullshit. What the hell are they thinking?
Threats to public order are to be summarily put down. This is what we've always done.
Summarily put down. Guess it's a little late to grow a conscience.
Huh.
Just on patrol.
Don't worry, we'll make it in time.
Well, Reno's attractive. I actually have no idea if he is or not. Any females or people who are interested in guys, is he attractive?
Yes. I'm not interested in guys, I'm just speaking from knowing people.
Okay. Still nothing better than look at this.
But yeah, Reno's attractive in the same way that Axel's attractive in my experience.
So he's a twig? Who's voiced by Quentin Flynn?
Yes.
FF6...
Yeah, it's definitely the cool factor.
I was just going to say, I know a lot of people prefer other FFs over 6, and that's awesome, and I completely get it, I completely understand it. I had a long discussion with Pax once about 6, and we both just sat down and really talked it out, and the problem is, 6 is just an extremely well-designed game, in our opinion.
Yeah.
Like, there was so much effort and work and time put into the 6 that it's kind of ridiculous, actually. Like, it's hard to properly enumerate, because you're like, well, don't all the FFs have that kind of time and effort put in them? Actually, no.
Yeah, no, some of them are incredibly rushed. And I'm not even talking about the Square Enix ones. Even the Squaresoft ones can be kind of like that.
Yeah. So you're on Mandalkar. Or Deklar. I always say your name wrong. I'm sorry, Mendeklar.
So we can see where we're going. Dark everywhere.
That it?
Well, 9 is still an amazing game. I mean, again, I'm not trying to say that the others aren't better or worse, and I'm not trying to say that FF6 is objectively the best. It's just 6, I think, is unique because I really... Now that I'm actually sitting and thinking about it, I think it really is one of only, I want to say, 2 FFs where they didn't have time issues, they didn't have budget issues, and they just freaking threw themselves into it. And it also was kind of a swan song for quite a few of the developers. On purpose, I mean. Like, several people were like, okay, this is the one.
Right.
And then they kept working at the company, but they were walking into 6 with that attitude.
Mm-hmm. Which was the other one?
5.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, like 4 had the whole, you know, they scrapped the original FF4 thing. Yeah. 2 and 8 were both incredibly rushed. 9 was incredibly rushed.
9 has huge chunks ripped out of it.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
I mean, it's a great game, but it's like, oh, and then we're gonna do these 4 dungeons and we're done. Anyways.
And kind of creepy.
People don't come around here often. And not just because of the monsters, but because of the stories.
What kind?
Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted.
Yeah.
Those who lose their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again.
Is that right?
I mean, it's not like I think it's true or anything. But you know, it's just...
Then let's hurry.
I actually just mentioned an example there. Again, I'm trying not to spoil unrelated things, but the 4 dungeons in what in the theater will be Chapter 11. Chapter 11's 50 minutes long. It's actually the shortest chapter in the game for the theater. It's good. Again, 9 is good. I'm not trying to say anything elsewise. 7's good. 8's good. 2's... 4's good. Sorry, I'm being mean.
Enough. That's that. Enough. You're good at this.
Oh no, I trust you, Nearsis. I'm just explaining why I'm not going into detail. Actually, the funny thing is, when we reviewed 2, it was better than I thought it would be. It was still bad, but it wasn't good awful like I was expecting. 3 was worse than I was expecting. Really was surprised by how just 3 was with an analytical mind. And a tint toward reviewing. Mithril Rod. We played the DS version of 3. That is to say, the Steam version. Oh, all over the place, Mr. Red. That's not an easy or quick question to answer. I can't just answer that right now. Guys, Eris gets an ability called Ray of Judgment. I enjoy the gameplay of 10-2 quite a lot, although I don't remember what a final score is. If you just go to lorerunner.com/archive, or no, reviews. Reviews, there it is. Gotta think of the right one here. What did we end up reviewing 10-2's combat at, or gameplay? Yeah, 10-2 had a +1/+9 net score, which makes it actually one of the best reviewed FFs in terms of gameplay. In fact, I think it makes it the 3rd best gameplay of an FF I've reviewed. And I'm correct. 5 was at the first, because 5 has just astonishingly well done gameplay. 6, and 10-2. In that order. Wait, did I already learn this? I did, okay, so... Actually, while we're at it, I should double check something really quick. Sorry guys, just give me a second here. That's what I thought. She's almost there. Then we can switch to those. I would love to do a proper remake of a lot of FFs, honestly. Closest thing to perfection in terms of a game I've played? I'm not sure I can really answer that. I suppose the obvious answer is 6. I can't answer that yet, Night Forager. I haven't reviewed Chrono Trigger yet. So.
Sorry about that work-related issue. Although, got abruptly disconnected, so I might get a call back.
Okay.
Oh, and there it is.
Super Metroid would be pretty high up there, too. Well, Super Metroid, there are other games that do more better than Metroid, Super Metroid. I'm not sure I can think of other games that have less negatives than that. Pound for pound, Super Metroid is just an extremely well-designed game, in my opinion. Ah, something I haven't scanned. Holy crap.
Don't scare me like that!
Come on, Cloud. Cloud. Cloud.
Too bad.
There you go. Good boy.
Take the lead.
Okay, let's go.
So it's my turn?
Ray of Judgment. I think Kefka has a little bit on that one.
Just heard a little kid. Did you guys hear it too?
Why would there be kids out here this late?
What? Then
It's okay, they're just ghosts. Celeste is also an extremely well-designed game. Soten. I haven't reviewed Soten yet. It's on the list. There's a lot of games that might qualify for low or no negatives that I haven't reviewed yet. And I try not to judge that before I get to a game. Because I never know. Sometimes my opinion changes. Sometimes I don't agree with myself. Sometimes things bother me that I didn't remember. I have an imperfect memory, too. The Golden Strawberry. Listen, I'm not saying that Cloud's a good boy, okay? Only that he should give me the materia immediately. It's for his own good. Good night, Slim Jim Reborn. Have a good one.
Sorry about that.
Coming through.
Out of our way.
Apparently some skeletons around here. Spooky skeletons.
This one's for you.
Shivers down your spine.
Ray of Judgment. Damn it. At least go through.
I don't remember that part of the song.
Shadowlands? I'm not what you'd call invested in WoW right now. But I have done a few glances at it, and so far, near as I can tell, it looks like they're doing some interesting stuff story-wise. And it looks like they're doing some good stuff gameplay-wise, so we'll see.
Two games to have proper remakes of. The first gets the proper remake, the second gets a horrible joke of something that resembles a game.
And you don't get to pick which one's which.
We'll see. I look at it like the original will always be there. So...
Unless it's Warcraft 3.
Okay, yeah, but Blizzard is a whole different...
I can't believe they did that. Like, the more I think about that, because that's always been... Yeah, it's so nonsensical to actually axe the old version. God.
Especially because they didn't do that with StarCraft.
Nope. Yeah, you can still get original StarCraft other than the remaster. Yeah, it's good luck getting a copy of the original Warcraft 3 right now. It is possible, but getting a legitimate copy of original Warcraft 3 requires having a physical CD. That's it. That's the only method. Unless you want a non-legitimate copy. That's a separate thing.
Kinda hurt.
And yeah, as Atris says, for example, this game is, I view it as a companion piece. It's probably best viewed with the context.
2009, excuse me.
You know, the more you say that, the more I think you're included in most everything. But I'm still not going to say anything, and I hope no one else says anything.
Anyways, yeah, Blizzard's just messed up. And no, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to play the FF6 randomizer. I've really wanted to, but I have no time for such a thing. By the way, that's...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's getting added to the lore's actual pick list once that list becomes a thing in about a year.
There's apparently a mod for Final Fantasy VII called New Threat or something like that, that expands and adds upon the game. I'm not sure exactly in which ways currently, but I'm going to do some looking into that because it might be interesting for a run.
Yeah, at some point, I actually need to look into a way to edit the text strings in FF7 original. See if that's a feasibility or not. And everyone in chat's like, well, it's obvious, you just do this thing. And I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew about the Yuffie thing. I knew about the the stealing materia thing. Not telling J. Maria Graywall. Only I know that.
Are you in Discord? Our Discord, Paid Maniac?
Huh? What is that?
You okay?
All good, I think.
Still in one piece here, too. Guys?
You can go ahead and link it, Paid Maniac, please and thank you.
Seriously?
Come on, huh?
Does anyone have an opinion on the quality of the localization of this remake versus the original English translation?
Better in every way.
Oh yeah. There is no contest.
Yeah, that's... Let's see. Better literal translation, better tonal translation, better utilization of dialogue that actually sounds properly spoken when just read, rather than just read.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, holy crap.
I can get you a link to the Discord, Paid Maniac. Give me a
All right,
moment.
let's see what's inside.
Gotta get those Moogle medals. Very important. I forgot to... Whatever.
Well, what do you think?
Well, it's only incredibly creepy.
I'm game.
Huh?
But...
It'll be fine. We've got a bodyguard, don't forget. Mine. Right?
Ghosts aren't my thing.
You're just being modest. After you.
Mind letting me go then?
Cloud is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh god, we have to... Look at that! Oh, that was amazing. They were just like, nope, 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 nope.
Absolutely perfect.
God, they really, really nailed the characterization in this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Come on, this one. Let's go ahead and turn it up, because I feel like there's a boss coming up.
What was that?
Yeah, sure, I can get you a link to the Discord, Paranoid Android.
Over there!
You fought the thing.
Found you. Hey, can we talk? Just for a bit?
Get back.
It's okay, I got this, guys. I got the checkpoint elephant. Sorry, that's a really random reference there.
Keep it together.
Let me
I have a feeling I know what that's referencing, but...
That hit. Gotcha. This one's for you.
Well, I need to raise my ray of judgment, so let's do that.
Scan, by the way.
But thank you.
You've got this.
Taking over. Take the lead.
So it's my turn? Go on!
No, I think these are just kids who died. You know, traditional undead.
One more shot.
Mm-hmm.
Get him! Gotta go for it now. You can do it!
Let's do this.
It's you. Don't!
That thing's dangerous.
I know, but...
I think you may
even
as well
so-
aim to get through the upcoming section by the end of the day, because it's not too long.
What the?
Yeah, because then they die and...
Well, that's a double tip.
Thank you again. Very, very much, Crazy Marty. Here, actually, I'm gonna do this. There. Thank you very, very much, sir. Very much appreciate, sir, as ever and as always. Thank you. And that was half towards Crosscode and half towards Dealer's Choice. I should do this. That just occurred to me. Whoops. I can type, I swear. I know it's hard to imagine that I actually know how to type, but...
My father actually... I'm sure he knows how to type, but he always hunts and pecks with his middle finger, no less. Yeah, he's always just... And I'm just like, Dad, you're driving me up a wall.
I knew someone who worked in IT who was a single finger pecker. Yeah. I don't know how you manage that. I really don't. Thank
In
you
IT,
again.
no less. That makes no sense to me.
Run!
Why did you stay under it? Oh, whatever.
You okay?
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm good.
No, you're loud.
All right, fine.
I'm sorry. Your keyboard is really loud. I'm sorry, dude.
Thanks, Cloud. You saved us.
There, I'm done.
Okay. It's okay. I could have called him a dick, but you know.
Gonna need to find another way through.
Yes, it is a Corsair K95 with Cherry MX Brown switches. So they're not actually the loudest that I could get.
No. Actually, if some of you may remember, I actually have a backup Corsair. It's in the...
Here I go.
It's in the closet right now. And I had to use that briefly while I tried to get a new soft one. And that thing is way too loud for streaming.
Ready?
My mouse is also Corsair. It's an MMO mouse.
It's over.
Where are we at?
But yeah, one of these days I'm going to get a set of O-rings and just make the keycaps quieter.
God, she's taking forever to learn Ray of Judgment. Come on, Kev can figure this out in a week. That's actually not true at all. It's closer to a day.
What now?
Depends on the setting, to hell with your crap.
This train will be stopping at the Sector 7 slums and is bound for the train graveyard. The train will please stand clear of the closing doors.
Well, okay, let's do the dumbest possible thing we could under these circumstances and get on board the haunted train. Horror movies, because your brain is not meant to work properly.
And yeah, that was actually genuinely kind of creepy when I went through.
Oh yeah, no, this is wonderfully atmospheric. Little out of place, pacing-wise, but I think I've made that opinion pretty clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think 2 dungeons back-to-back is... It was kind of a slog.
Yeah. Sector 5, excuse me. Or Reactor 5, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, trains are just creepy. You ever been on a train? I went on a train once, and I never left.
It's not working. There's no power coming through.
I wonder if this is another prank. Someone might be messing with the power supply to make us run around.
Oh, I wish I suplexed that train. That's true. Tifa. There's actually a question. Could Tifa suplex a train? I don't actually think she could. Unless she's limit breaking.
If she's limit breaking, sure, but under normal circumstances, definitely not.
Then again, in fairness, in all honesty, I think most of the monks and martial artists in the FF series could not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Yang? No way. Zell? Trish, I think is her name, from 11? Nope.
Yeah, Prish.
I don't even really know her from Dissidia.
Yeah,
Found
same
you.
here.
One more shot.
See, the irony is, I'm not sure Sabin could. I mean, memes aside, I don't really think Sabin could suplex a train.
Yeah.
Now, he could do this. Thank you very much, Nemesis.
This might be...
Very much appreciate, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just realized I'm on normal, so I need to not be dead stick while this is happening. Do you happen to know where you want to put that towards, Nemesis, as far as increasing priority in a stream? So who's the best gun user? That's actually a tough one.
Are we counting gun blades? Proper gun blades, not swords with gun vibration shit. Yeah, see, people are immediately saying Squall, which is why I'm saying it.
I honestly don't think I'd count Squall. Like, when I think of shooting a gun, I don't think of Gunblade. It's a different field in my mind. Yeah, let's go with pure gun users.
So let's see, we've got Irvine, we've got Laguna, we've got Barrett, we've got...
Oh, I know, okay. I'm clearly, if it's not obvious, I am not trying to win, I'm trying to level. Why do you think I'm staying on Eris and chain casting an attack that's barely doing anything?
Vincent, Balthier, technically.
Balthier qualifies, I think.
I mean, Balthier's main job is machinist,
care of you.
as far as I know. Steady.
I don't think Edgar qualifies, although he's kind of leaning in that direction.
I'm waiting.
Get him!
Irvine, yeah. So we got Irvine, Balthier, Vincent. Yuna? Yeah, no, that's valid. I feel like I'm missing someone.
Laguna?
That's it. And Zaz, in fairness. So of that list, honestly, I think I'd probably give that one to Laguna.
Yeah, that's why he immediately jumped out in my head.
Yeah. I guess Barrett counts, but I'd still give that to Laguna. Hey, a bayonet is different than a gunblade.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know why, ask 7,000 weapon geeks.
Does Lightning's gunblade count? See, that's actually a gun, so yes.
Yeah, it is. So she's at the bottom of the list.
Mm-hmm. I would also say Yazu's gunblades count, and so do the
Oh, yeah.
in 14.
I'll give you Yazu. And 14? Yeah, I guess I could see that. Well, Vincent, see, I've never really gotten the impression that he's that much of a gunner, mostly because of the fact that he leans on things that aren't his gun.
Yeah.
In lore.
He leans on demonic magic.
Yeah.
More in here?
Looks
See around
like...
James draws things.
Aha! Found you!
But, oh, for God's sakes. I didn't mean... Listen, gunblades are cool. No, in all seriousness, swords are cool, guns are cool. Shazam! It's the chocolate and peanut butter thing.
Yeah. Apparently.
There we go. Now I can switch her weapon. Well, in the original compilation continuity, Vincent basically has the knowledge and experience of chaos imbued directly within him.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm trying to think of the simplest way to put this. Imagine if rather than equipping a materia, it was infused into you.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to put that.
Don't overdo it.
All set! I'll show you what I can do.
Oh yeah, Vincent kind of went through a ringer. He had a bad way.
No kidding.
I've never had the experience of fighting with a machine gun in real life. Just a shotgun.
One more shot!
That was bad enough. To go back to that whole superhuman storytelling thing, one of the things I would like is if Vincent can literally shoot a double-barreled shotgun with one hand, and that's treated as a big deal like it should be.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, huh? In fact, it would be kind of cool if there's just one... It doesn't need to be a big, emphasized thing, but, like, imagine at some point someone else picks up one of Vincent's weapons and shoots it, and it's like, whoa! And just gets completely blown back by it. And then Vincent's like, no. And he does the one-handed thing. Vincent might actually be one of the only people who is superhuman on a level past Cloud in character, in lore.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have different power-ups. Like I said, his big thing, not to spoil too much, is mostly Genova.
Mm-hmm.
Vincent's big thing is chaos. Like I said, materia imbued directly into you.
Yep.
And funnily enough, it really messed with him. Go figure. So there we go. Now we're going to stay on the Arcane Scepter, and we're just going to leave this equipped. And now we have another materia slot. Yay! So what do we got? We have Ice, Heal, and Fire. Oh, hey, we have Firaga, which needs to go here.
Are you leveling a Thunder Materia?
I don't think I am.
That might actually be useful.
Yeah. I mean, Thunder is useful in so many things, so yeah. Poor Yuffie. I can see that, though, Blue Off Alex. I got your back, Vincent. Picks up the gun. Vincent's like, no! And she actually gets bodily picked up, because she's tiny. She's a little thing. Just, wah, clonk. Did I get him? Here, hang on. What am I doing? I like having access to Farog. I do. I want to level, so I will level. I will level.
Yeah.
I give up. Yes, Nerdman. This is a net positive so far.
Was Sephiroth at 100% power when he returned in Advent Children?
No.
Yeah, no.
Although Advent Children...
Go ahead.
The problem with Advent Children is there are many problems with the script of Advent Children.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem with Advent Children.
The biggest problem is it's focused on rule of cool before anything else.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of logic and reason and sense that are completely thrown out the window.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, I get it. We don't have to have everything be logically coherent, but it does make it hard to consider it or think about it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure I saw a door on the other side of this place. I think
Well, yeah,
our
I think
only
we
choice
all
might be to
enjoyed
find
Advent
another
Children
route.
as a spectacle because it's eye candy. It's some serious eye candy.
Dude, attacking people with motorcycles. That was just... They did it before Devil May Cry 5, that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. I actually had an entire scene scripted out of my head, blocked, I guess, I don't know, about someone who basically was at that level of superhuman power and jumped down as someone was going over in a hover car, and then jumped up, punching a hole through the hover car, and then as they go up, they grab it with their legs and pull it up with them, and then flip in air and throw the hover car at the other hover car.
Yeah, that makes no sense, and I'm totally down with it.
Just, yeah. And it was entirely 100% inspired by Advent Children. No shame in admitting that.
But yeah, no, I'd say Sephiroth was probably at his strongest, probably at the Northern Crater.
Yeah, honestly, I would agree.
Coming through.
Even ignoring the safer Sephiroth thing and the destruction of the solar system, which isn't actually canon, that is probably still him at his strongest. Remember, and this is critical to remember, I don't want to spoil, but while he's doing that, he's doing something else at the same time while he's fighting us. So, you know. Thing. What am I doing right now? What am I leveling? I guess I'm not leveling anything. I'll switch over to Tifa.
Let me handle this.
Oh, we're getting into the versus questions again. Cloud versus Dante in terms of power.
Dante.
Bring it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, in fairness, it would probably be a long draw, is what that would actually be. But I would still probably give that one to Dante. He's more willing to fight dirty, he has way more experience, and he's arguably more superhuman.
Yeah, he's arguably basically immortal.
Yeah. When you're the kind of person who, in lore, can have a giant sword shoved through your chest and then pulled out with no appreciable damage, you're probably a little bit above the tier of Cloud.
Yeah.
I mean... Anyways, is he... Nope, yep, I'm still doing focus strike. Okay, just making sure. Which Concord? Battle settings. Nope, that's wrong thing. Battle settings, here we go. Vincent, that would be interesting, because Vincent has a similar setup to Dante in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody says Nero versus these people, I'm going to smack you. I just want you to know that.
What, you're gonna call me dead weight again?
God damn it.
No, thanks.
Oh my god. Kill me. Also, Kyrie! Kyrie! Kyrie!
Virgil DMC versus Sephiroth FF7. Now, when you say DMC, is that DMC or is that proper DMC?
Or is that the setting of Devil May Cry?
Yeah.
That's true. Shinzon is a true brilliant genius. I'd probably give that to Thrawn. Khan doesn't really impress me with his tactical acumen.
DMC 5 Virgil.
Ooh. I don't know.
That's actually a tough one, yeah.
Yeah. The audience.
Yeah, the audience wins that one.
It's going to be a hell of a show. Thrawn, easy answer, not Forger. I like Cisco, but he's not. He's a good frontline commander.
Yeah.
He is not someone who should run a war.
Yeah, Thrawn is an excellent tactician, just all around.
In both continuities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is the interesting thing. Okay, guys, you want to hear something really heretical?
No, but tell me anyway.
I kind of like the AU Thrawn better than the EU Thrawn.
I don't know how to take that.
Now,
but I don't hold the EU on a nigh impossible pedestal that some people do.
I don't either, but I mean, the EU Thrawn was certainly really excellent, most especially in the prequel book. I can't remember what it's called. Well, Outbound Flight. That was it. Outbound Flight. That's probably Thrawn at his Thrawniest, in my opinion, in the EU. But in the AU, the Thrawn books, plural, as well as his appearance in Rebels, was all really good stuff.
Yeah, very well done. Yeah.
I like both too. It's just they've done some good stuff with him. Like I said, I'm consider me impressed.
Yeah. That's why when I see people, immediately write off the Disney canon, I'm like, yeah, no, there's actually some good stuff here.
I was talking to a friend of mine. I don't want to get too much into the weeds on the Star Wars of all things, because Lord knows that's a controversial topic nowadays. But I will say that if you move the sequel trilogy away from the AU and just think of the AU as everything but those 3 films, there's some really high-quality stuff there.
Yeah, and admittedly, I've started just doing that. I don't really think about the sequel trilogy anymore.
Me too.
Huh?
Still hit or miss, of course. I don't want to oversell it.
Tifa!
But I mean, that's just the nature of media.
Even Rebels, which is my favorite Star Wars show easily, has some pretty big stinkers in it. So that's interesting escalation. First it was just a clipboard, and then it became actually dangerous. Well, Eris is doing her thing.
Coming to get you?
We've already asked that one, Command & Conquer. Rax beats me every day.
No, I don't.
So what is that thing?
Horrifying?
Okay, other than the obvious.
I don't have time for your shit.
Obviously we do. Ooh. Oh my gosh, okay. Ooh. Thank you for the warning, J. Meister. I wasn't even thinking in that direction.
So it's my turn? Get him! You've got this.
Admittedly, I didn't really have much trouble at all with obstacles.
Best do it right.
Ironically, I just unequipped fire.
I'll show you what I can do.
I tried to tell you, you should keep it on.
No, that's cool. I want to level. That's the FF curse. Do you want to be good in combat, or do you want to level things? That's not even a joke. That is true in, like, every FF. You're about to fight a boss in FF5. Do you want to level your people and get those sweet, sweet job points, or do you want to actually win the fight?
That's why I'm glad that they've started doing New Game Pluses. Because then you could just level on a separate playthrough.
Yeah, agreed. New Game Plus is an awesome thing for so many reasons. Okay, so we'll do this.
Get him! Yeah! It's on you. Here goes.
Let's go and pop that.
Back me up, okay? That's it. It's your turn.
My turn.
I got this.
Holding back. Deal with that.
I'll take care of him. Yeah! You've got this.
Hang back. Try to take the lead.
Here goes. Thank you. Let me handle this. Somebody help me out here. That's much better.
I suppose I should at least try it. I didn't want to waste them because I'm actually kind of low on these, but sure. Immune. Okay. I tried.
Admittedly, I hear there's a boss that you can do that on. I haven't found it yet. I'm not sure which. Please don't say which, because that would be a spoiler. But
Okay, now I'm mad.
but like this boss would be perfect.
Yeah, this would be a good time for it.
We'll get through this. Take the lead.
I got this.
Apparently, raise deals damage.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm coming.
Whoops, wrong button. Ugh.
Don't let him stop. It's your turn. All set.
Taking over.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is
That's
this
much
boss and
better.
Rise is the thing that kills him.
That could be. I haven't even started leveling or raised much. In fact, I'm not even sure if I have one yet.
Deal with that.
I'll show you what I can do. Get him! Just taking a little break. Gotcha. That wasn't nice. Bring it! Watch yourself.
Let's do this. Take the lead.
I'll do what I can.
Would you stop being stunned? Eris, please. Causing me issues here.
It's on you. So it's my turn?
I got this.
I'll take care of him. There. I tried.
Of course! Of course.
I got
The
this.
second I cast my heal, he kills her in one shot. I'm not even sure what got me. That's the best part.
My turn.
I love when I'm dying and I don't know why. Let's see.
Yes, I have beaten the remake.
You okay?
I'm wide awake now. Sure. However I can help.
She's talking very intently to the planet right now. Mind.
Feeling pretty weak.
I'm coming. No way.
Let me handle this.
Alright, hold up. I literally cannot see this boss's attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Literally cannot see what I'm doing here. Sorry, guys.
I'm honestly surprised you don't just have the shades on for when Rude's on screen.
I thought about it.
Good to go?
Yeah, I have the Scancy. He's weak to fire, he switches back and forth between the two forms, blah 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 blah.
Back in it.
Bingo.
This. Well, I've been fine until the super dark boss who uses super dark attacks I can barely see.
I'm coming.
I don't quite understand the question. To hell with your crap.
That's it. Sorry, but I gotta. Keep up the pressure, okay?
Are you gonna let me move, game? There you go.
Let the winds caress you.
No, please, game. Get out of the freaking way. God.
Finish it.
I'll take
No,
care
wrong
of
direction. And phase change.
And yeah, I'm not going to be answering that anyways because spoilers.
Yep. Well, that's gross. Officially. if I could jump, this debris wouldn't really be that big of an issue, but, you know. Can I please move? Okay, it's currently weak to physical attacks. Kind of important for obvious reasons. Let's see if I can actually get a prey off this time.
Okay.
There we go.
Get him! Can you take over for me?
Nope, it's in magic.
I'll show you what I can do.
Never, Cord. You must sit on your computer and suffer.
That's it! I'll take care of you. You're still doing okay, right? Yeah, bingo!
He's still in ghost form. Oh my god. What's the name of the boss in the Shinra Mansion?
Taking over. Keep it together.
Here
The one from when you open the safe?
I think so, yeah. Goes purple or red. Lost number. Picture lost number. Just picture lost number, which is already a hard fight if you remember.
Yeah, how about no?
I was just thinking, because this fight is switching right back and forth between immune to physical or immune to magical, and that just, for some reason, reminded me of that. Oh, he's back to physical form, speaking of which.
It's on you.
I'll take care of him.
I think, yep, he's back to physical, but I need to do this because I need another prayer.
I got here.
Fine. Wow.
I can't. I won't. I can't believe it.
And she's dead.
So that's the way it's gonna be, huh?
Well, let's get this out first.
Why don't you lead the way?
Let's do this.
I'll show you what I can do. That's it.
What if Kira would hurt it?
Ooh, that's actually a good idea.
Let's try it.
I got you.
Or we could get stun locked. I mean, that's cool too. You know, I was thinking about doing something, but honestly, I'd rather just sit here and be, you know, unable to take action.
You have a second person with heal materia?
Nope. Besides, I need to get Tifa back up. Yeah, the game has had a very common tendency to interrupt my stuff with stuns or whatever.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised there's not like an accessory that prevents that.
Deal with that.
Here goes. Not done yet.
Unless there is, and I just don't know about it.
Possible. Oh, back to physical. So let's do this.
You can do
Switch
it.
over to her.
I'm not going out like this.
Okay, did that prayer not go off? Game?
There.
As I say, everyone's low on health, and she doesn't have her 2 APB that she is supposed to be having right now.
Yes, I did see that, Atros.
So let's try this one more time here.
I don't think he has a rise. I don't think he has a
Stay
raise
strong,
materia
okay?
equipped.
That. I might have it in general, but I definitely don't have it equipped.
Stop it! You're still doing okay, right? Sure. However I can help.
I've died a few times, yeah. We do it right now. Let's do this. Tempting, but no.
Ain't dead yet.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, so raise and a rise both do damage to this guy.
Still it.
That wasn't nice.
No need to come. Watch yourself.
Hang back.
So it's my turn?
Trying to get out.
Let you down.
Whatever. Let's just do this really quick.
Bless them with your love and grace. Get him! It's your turn.
My turn.
I'll take care of him.
What? Wrong character.
You asked for it. Let's finish this. You're up.
Hang back.
I don't think it does, Kay, because when you use it,
Gotta give it my all.
Oh, you asshole!
Oh,
So that's the first time we've ever done Ascension, and he went immune to it in the middle of the animation.
Don't overdo it.
So it's my turn? I got this.
Despite all the obstacles,
I'll show you what I can
that
do.
was pretty cool.
That was such a bullcrap mode thing. Whatever. That's bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna break.
Okay. Get him! Sorry, but...
The AI, it's learning. Yeah.
It's learning. They're turning into velociraptors. One thing I've noticed is he will stick in physical immune mode for much longer than he will in magic immune mode.
Let's do this.
This
I
might
don't know why I tried to get out of that.
There.
There's
It's
physical
your turn.
mode again.
Taking over. Let's do this. I'm ending this.
No, Prey goes back to FF5, I think? It definitely goes back to 6.
All this time, you were waiting for someone to come and...
Did Rosa have it in FF4? I can't
remember. I don't remember.
What are you talking about? Come on, let's get back to the crane.
I'd have to look, because I don't remember the Japanese versions off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would be Japanese, not not American, obviously. So what did we just get? Can you tell me what color it was?
Subversion materia.
Yep. That's what I'm looking. There it is. It's green, apparently. Breach and Dispel. Oh. Interesting. Just checking a few things.
Unfortunately, no, I don't think we're pushing until the plate falls.
I was actually just thinking that might not be the best move at the moment.
Yeah.
In fact, we should probably just cut off right now. I'd be thinking... Yeah, if we go to the plate falls, that's going to be 7 hours, 3 minutes, and 12 seconds from now, and that's just ridiculous. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST, as usual. We will continue through the rest of the train graveyard, and then the plate, and then probably a boss fight, and then everyone will be fine and happy because we'll save everyone in Sector 7.
Yeah, we will save the plate, guys.